Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back to Primetime Sports. What's up, everybody? It's Aaron.
It's Chris.
And it's Eddie. Welcome back. We went through a couple of wars here, a couple of depressions. We're back.
Yeah.
Finally.
We're
It's a
back.
new day.
2-month hiatus. The birds are chirping at 5 a.m. It's wonderful weather.
5 a.m.
The last time we did this, I think it was some snowing still. I mean, holy
Yeah,
shit.
it was fucking chilly.
Who would have thought?
dead.
Who would have thought? We missed so much sports. So much sports. Chris graduated. Was going to
Yeah.
graduate. Congratulations, Chris.
Facts.
Congratulations. Your semester's over.
Yeah, semester's over. New jobs, new money. So going to summer.
That's what I'm talking. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. And best of all, we're back consistently. News, ball, all types of ball. Let's get into it. Let's dive into it. I'm not wasting no more time. We got a lot to hit on. And, of course, the NBA playoffs have rolled around. Full effect into the second round here. Injuries are piling up on teams. It's going to raise some questions. Let's go over some injuries to start off before we head on some other big news here.
Yup.
Starting off with Milwaukee Bucks all-star point guard Damian Lillard. Obviously, everyone knows he ruptured his Achilles. He's going to have surgery on it if he hasn't had it already. But that's a long process too. I don't know when he's going to be back. That is, though, I'm going to dive on this a little bit before we go into the next topic here, because I think it raises a lot of questions. Damian Lillard's going to be 35 in 2 months, which is crazy to think about in the first place, the fact he's going to be 35 years old. Torn Achilles, for a guy who, silently put up, 25 points a game, was kind of still on his same career path, even though we haven't really heard his name as much. What do you guys expect at a Dame? Oh, first question I want to ask is, what do you expect out of Dame? Chris, you want to hit on this. Coming back, if he comes back next year,
It's going to be really tough for him to come back because we've seen what torn Achilles could do to players.
Right.
But the question is not just about Dame. Also, how is this injury going to affect Giannis's future?
That's exactly my next question.
Because now there's many people thinking that Giannis is going to be I don't want to fucking wait anymore.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I already won the city a ring. I can do whatever I want. I want to go.
It's like a LeBron situation with the Cavs. You already got it there. It's time to move on and prosper elsewhere.
No, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Giannis has all the leverage in the world because he's the reason why this city has a ring again.
Right, exactly. And 72% of the players who tear their Achilles come back, but their careers
not
are
the
much
same
shortened,
anymore.
are shortened a lot. And Dame, who I said he's going to be 35, what does he have, 2 years maybe?
Yeah, but for me with Dame, since he's not a guard that'll crash and go in the paint
Right.
and try to dunk a lot, he's a shooter. So I feel like he might come back decently.
Right.
Like the way that Klay Thompson came back.
Right.
Started the first 2 years,
Yeah.
3 years a little slow, and then kind of picked it up this year with the Mavs. So, but he can't wait that long because he is 35.
Can't wait that long, and it's like I said, it hinders Giannis. The Bucks, I think, have to rebuild. You got to just tear everything down. You don't have picks either.
I think they got to blow it up.
You don't have picks. New Orleans has your future. So if you could get listen, I don't know about players, but if you can get a ton of picks back for Giannis, which you can, make that executive decision and move on.
Are you swaying this opinion because you want him to go to the Nets? Possibly?
I don't want him in the Nets.
Oh, okay.
I don't want the Nets can't offer anything. They can go for picks, but that's it.
You
But
don't want Cooper Flag.
Hey, what is that? The 12th? That's the 12th, right? We'll
Wait,
get
the
into
draft
that.
lottery's
The lottery's the 12th. I'm pretty sure. Don't worry, it's on my
of
calendar.
this month or
Yes,
next
sir.
month? Oh shit.
Yes, sir. Oh, baby, we'll probably get fucked out of the first pick. It's
Well,
okay.
hopefully New York has the same luck in the NBA draft, just like in the
go
NHL. Well, hopefully the Nets have the same luck as the Islanders did in the draft.
If they want to, if Silver wants to have rig the lottery, you want the New York rivalry back. You bring a ton of money in. You bring the most highly touted prospect, obviously since Wemby, but which is not long, but still, bring it back. Why not? I'm just saying. You did it for Ewing. Hey,
I was gonna say, yeah, they've done it before. Patrick Ewing.
so
They rigged that shit.
just saying, Adam Silver.
Yeah.
More injury news, unfortunately. Stephen Wardell Curry, or vice versa. I'm sorry. Likely out for game 2. Most likely going to be out at least a week because that's the timeline with a hamstring strain. Obviously, we know he's out for game 2. For a team that just needs him,
Facts.
they're in deep shit. Putting it on the record.
A lot of deep shit.
Unless we get Miami Heat, Jimmy Butler back. Other than that, I don't see them winning a game.
The only reason they won game 1 because Ant had just a terrible night.
Right.
The whole team had a bad game.
Yeah.
Right. And they're going to need Jimmy's got to step up. That's the only guy you can really count on. Maybe at least you get a resurgence out of Pods or Buddy. It's not like other guys they have had in the past that can step up. This is a massive blow for a team that their window, if they have one, which they still do a little bit, is shrinking as we speak. We're going to rewind a little bit back, actually. Giannis, speaking of Giannis, we just spoke about him after that series loss to the Pacers in the first round, gets into a scuffle. Actually, words were exchanged with Tyrese Halliburton's dad, and the scuffle with Benedict Mathurin led to it. Add to the fact. I don't even know. I think this is a headline.
I know. It's so crazy, bro. I guess they don't want another Malice in the Palace or whatever.
Bring that back, yes, please.
Yeah, so basically they banned Tyrese Halliburton, his father, from all the home and away games, which is very sad because, Halliburton is killing it for the Pacers.
I mean,
You see him the other day? Woo-wee.
Bro, you know who's upset with that? My friend Jamel, because of the basketball league we were in. He played like shit the whole regular season.
Right.
Playoffs come around, he just turns it up for
That's
a
what
reason.
happens during the playoffs. The stars come out during the playoffs.
Yeah, talk about stars. Fat ass James Harden.
oh my God.
But yeah.
James Harden, when he sees 7.
Oh man, that was so sad.
Hey, man. But I just think it's funny that not only was it a fan that did it to Giannis, it was the player's dad.
Oh, yeah.
And the craziest part is because you know how like some players like they stick up for their parents. It's crazy to see that Tyrese went up there and he was like, you know what, my father was wrong. And he was like, I apologize to Giannis, everybody. But I think Indiana handled it well. Like, just telling him like you got to step away for a while.
Right.
But like you don't disrespect the best player. Like if it's like a bench player, then or like someone else that.
I think Pops need to keep his ass in the seats a little bit. Listen, your son balled out. That's huge. You want to support him, but like
I know
he did a lot for
But
that.
I know it's Halliburton's dad. But like, if you're the security guard, how the fuck do you let the player's father run onto the court? Like normally they only let that happen when like they win a championship and the family goes on the floor.
Yeah.
It's a first round game,
Bro, he
and
was
you
hyped.
let the
Yo,
fuck.
he was hype, bro.
Dude,
Like,
he's literally
he was
sitting
so
behind the
hyped.
basket, and he ran, and he not only was he empty-handed, he had a freaking poster of his son, and he's hanging
What
in
was
front
that?
of
Well,
Giannis.
I think the backstory was that Halliburton, he got voted the most
overrated player. Yeah.
So
Yeah, well, he's
it has
proving
a
that
little-
shit wrong.
God damn.
Hey, Sacramento Kings fans, how you feeling? Bro, they could have had him and De'Aaron Fox. Now they're both gone.
Let's continue with the news about Giannis.
Well, yeah, we're diving
Yeah.
in. The offseason's hit, at least for the Miami Heat, it's hit.
Cancun.
And they're staying in Miami at this point.
Fuck off. I knew we didn't have a chance to get to Cleveland.
We get into some rumors now. Obviously, the rumors are swirling. This is one of the biggest off seasons in recent memory for the league here. Obviously, LeBron retirement, question marks around it. Giannis being traded. Kevin Durant going to be traded.
All the Boston Celtics teams.
Celtics team potentially. Windhorst came out with a bomb saying, hey, listen, this potentially could be a broken up situation.
Yeah.
Devin Booker rumors, they're probably going to stay. We don't know. It's the NBA.
Yep.
But we've seen a lot so far about potential fits for two of some of the top NBA players in the league, such as Kevin Durant and Giannis Antetokounmpo, with one always linked to the Miami Heat here.
They're always in the news.
They're always. Them and the Lakers will always be in the headlines for a fucking superstar.
Yeah.
It does not matter. Solve your point guard issues first and then come up to me. It has been fucking 10 years since you had a point guard, and it's pissing me off too. I'm sorry. It has pissed me off.
Mario Chalmers, bro, the last great.
Chalmers, Dragic, maybe. Dragic was pretty good. Other than that, like, what the fuck? Please. But as a fellow Heat fan, you're sitting here. You got a choice of one of these guys on the dock here, either KD or the Freak. Who do you want?
I want the freak.
Okay, are you now you're willing to part with more?
Yo.
What's that?
I'm sorry.
Hey, you said the freak too, so get
Yeah, but you said you want the Freak.
Fine, I want the Greek freak.
I looped that perfectly.
But
I see
listen,
three that to him.
I don't think we're gonna get Kevin Durant because you know why? Because I'm calling it. Because what did I tell you the other day about the Houston Rockets?
No,
I told you if the Houston Rockets lose this series against the Warriors and Jalen Green plays like shit, he's going to Phoenix, and he's gonna get traded for Kevin Durant. I'm telling you, Kevin Durant will be a Houston Rocket.
Yo, book that right now.
No,
Kevin Durant will be a Houston fucking Rocket. I'm calling it.
Great fit,
Dude, they have the assets. They can do it. And he's been linked to them for like the past like 2 years.
Yeah.
Like they were even a team that was interested when he wanted to get out of Brooklyn.
Yeah.
But I only want Giannis because he's younger and I feel like that he's a little bit better in this situation. But for the Miami Heat situation, because he's got the culture and everything. He knows how to win.
Are you willing to give up Bam though for him? I'm
I don't
curious,
think Bam's gonna go.
I don't know what the package is going to get because
Yeah.
the package for KD will be substantially less, obviously.
No, for
so
KD
that's why I asked that question because it's like you can hypothetically, it's not going to be
I
real.
don't know, but you never know what
KD's what 2 first and a good player,
Yeah.
type deal. Giannis is like
Probably
3 to
good
4
players.
first and like 2 highly talented players.
Yeah, because remember he's still ranked number 3 of players right now in the league. So that's
I mean, so
But if they wanted to win, this is my opinion. If they wanted to put everything together and said we want to win next year,
Yeah.
then I want Kevin Durant.
yeah.
But if we're just talking about future, Giannis.
Yeah, pull like the Lakers did with Luka. Yeah.
Well, that looked out. Ant-Man, Batman, Superman. League
Oh
of
my
Five.
God.
Jesus. Yeah.
Yo,
Nope.
Ant-Man straight killer, bro.
yo, I love him so
Oh my
much.
God.
They sent.
I'm actually watching Hustle last night for the
Yeah.
first time, dude. He's so funny in that fucking movie. I love him.
I fucking love him.
I just had to point that out. I also
Okay.
I hate to bring this up now. We have to talk about the NBA playoffs, and I hate that I have to talk about this team in a positive way. But the New York Knicks have to speak about these 2 20-point comebacks. Fuck you, by the way. Stop posting about them, you fucking asshole.
Hey,
You posted about them more than the Heat.
I have a fucking right to be a Knicks. Listen, Ryan Pagano, if you're out there fucking watching, Ryan gave me the pass. I remember when the Knicks, when they were 14 and 68.
Yeah.
I remember the
So
days
do I
when
remember
they-
Clancy early in that starting lineup.
Dude, I remember Clancy early, Ron fucking Baker, Langston Galloway,
Ron Baker.
fucking Lou Odmanson,
Hey, don't disrespect my guy right there.
Quincy Acey.
Again, say
not
that name positively.
Quincy Acey was good on the Knicks in Brooklyn too a little bit.
No, that was
Brooklyn's
crazy
every
though. With game
I
2
remember
last
Cole-
night.
That's what I'm trying to say. 2 20-point comebacks.
Yeah.
What do you guys think is the reasoning for the collapse or the resurgence?
It's like similar to the Rockets, live and die by the 3. They died by the 3 the first 2 games. When they come back to New York, game 3 on Saturday, I don't know what to expect. And the reason why I don't know what to expect, before last night with the Thunder, before they won that home game, all the away teams won.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going based off what happened so far in this round too. I don't know.
I can't, it's such a stupid thing to say because the Knicks stealing game 1, okay. I was not expecting, and neither was Paul Pierce because he had that bet,
He's a
expecting to
moron.
go down 2-0
Yeah.
in their home stadium. I now still can't envision where they go down 3-0, but they're back at Madison Square Garden. Their superstars haven't shown up. Jason Tatum has been non-existent. They're, like you said, they're dying by the 3. That is their entire game plan. And the momentum starts when you have long rebounds and the Knicks can play fast ball on you.
Yup.
That's it. That's where it starts. The Knicks thrive off of that, and Brunson can just take over a game single-handedly. But it's a bad mix for the Celtics. And right now, if that locker room's not steady, they're in deep trouble right now.
But dude, if you look at these stats from the first.
Are you waking up?
Well, we gotta fucking cut that shit out. Fuck. But the craziest thing is, I'm looking at the box scores between the first 2 games. Yeah, game 1, the Celtics shot 63s. Yesterday, they shot 40. You know what their combined is out of those 100? They are 25 for 100.
Nice. Go on, math guy.
Friggin', that's 25%.
There you go.
That's
And
crazy. I didn't
Stephen
know
A.
that.
brought it up today. Do you know out of the 100 threes that they've shot, 40 plus of them have been wide open? And to people who don't know what it's considered wide open, it's like where a defender is no more than 6 feet away from you. Like, if they're 6 feet away from you, then it's wide open. And they missed freaking 40.
It's just what's crazy to me is you're getting up by 20 points in both games
Yeah.
by dying by the 3.
But
you're
also
not
gotta think of coaching
sustaining it.
skills, too.
You're not right. So, but is Missoula going to sit there and go, guys, we're not hitting the 3. This is our identity. Are you going to abandon that? At this point, you might have to, but that just might ruin any sort of chance you even have left.
Yeah, now honestly, another reason I'm kind of skeptical because when it comes to away teams, when they come to the Garden, the opposing superstar stands up and delivers.
Dude, everyone.
You
That's
know?
why it's the greatest stadium in all basketball. The
Yeah.
stars show up at the Garden.
So who knows if Tatum gonna have a 30 or 40 piece on Saturday?
He just
But
doesn't
there's
look right.
also another
Yeah.
question. If you're Joe Mazzulla, how the hell do you not call a timeout after Jalen Brunson?
I don't hate that though. I like letting the guys play.
He wants to go for all, but freaking. But you got to give credit to the Knicks defense on that.
Oh, absolutely.
Freaking Mikal Bridges back-to-back games, game-winning steals.
You know who I want to give the biggest shout out to? OG Anunoby, bro. He's the reason why he lit
that
the
should have
fire
been a
underneath the
fucking
team.
dunk. That was not a charge.
Yes, Chris, I literally
That was
told
not a
you
charge.
yesterday.
There we go.
He was
So
standing
not a charge.
He was standing outside of the circle and it had his feet
Fuck
planted.
that ball,
That
motherfucker,
is a
Derek
charge.
White. Who gives a shit? That was not a charge.
Fuck that ball, motherfucker, Derek
I said that he had alopecia one time.
Bro,
Because
fuck
he's
him.
bald.
Dude, because you know my opinion. Fuck Boston. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Shout out to the little kid from Pat McAfee. Fuck Boston sports.
Oh, man, that's bad funny.
But listen, the Celtics, they got to figure something out because they're going back to the Garden now.
Yep.
If they do the same shit, I'm not going to say that they're going to blow another 20-point lead in the Garden. But if they lose again and they shoot poorly from the three, I hate to break it to you. They may
Series
be
over.
lucky if they get a game in Game 4, but their asses might get swept.
This is crazy, bro. New York.
And guess what?
New
And
York
if that
basketball.
happens, you can't bring back this team. You got to make some moves.
I don't know but what are you doing? What are you getting? You're not getting rid of Tatum
No, because
Brown.
But Brian Windhorst brought up their salary cap this year is $460 million.
Yeah.
And next year with their first round pick, if they make a first round pick, it's going to be $500 million. So you got to do so. And also,
I think Drew and Kristaps are the two guys that are going to be looked at.
speaking of Kristaps, what the fuck is wrong with him? He's
I
been
don't
having
know.
this illness for months. What is wrong with him?
I don't know.
No one can. And Boston's known for having the best medical staff in the world. How the hell do you not find out what's wrong with him?
Unless they know.
Dude, the other day he looked horrible.
Yeah.
He even said it too. It's killing him.
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen, but listen, if they don't find out Saturday, they're getting swept.
They're done.
You got Knicks in 4. I'd probably say 5. I would say a gentleman's sweep, honestly. Not a clean.
Yeah.
Like I told you.
I'll say Celtics in 6.
Yeah. Oh.
Sorry, Ryan.
That's my hater side.
Hold on.
I stand by
Speaking
it.
of the hater side,
Yeah.
this man's rooting for New York. This man told me the other day before the game that you had a text planned for Ryan that you were gonna say the Celtics were winning in 6.
I don't recall, bro. I don't
Stand on
recall,
it.
man.
You are so
Stand on
full
it.
of fucking shit.
Go New York, go New York, go.
You're not. No. You enjoy your fucking Clippers, who fucking lost the game 7 to Jokic.
Go New York, go New York, go. Like I text you, bro. Is there another seat on the bandwagon, bro? I need a seat, please.
No, you're not.
'Cause
Name
you're a
one
bit-
bad Nick.
You're a bandwagon too, bro. You're a Heat fan. Fuck out of here, man.
No,
I
I'm
don't
not.
want to hear that.
I already got the pass to be a Nick fan.
What? Shut up. One more game to go over now. After talking about this fucking franchise, I'm done with it already, guys. Too much props I gave them.
New York.
One more game to go over. It is arguably, I think it's going to be the best series in the
Cavs
second
and
round.
Pacers.
Oh, I forgot about them. Holy shit, my fault. 2 more games to go over. The Thunder
What?
and Nuggets I was going to go over.
Thunder and Nuggets.
Oh,
No,
my God.
We got great series.
Oh, my God. I forgot about the Cavs Pacers we'll get into. But Thunder put up 149 points and a 33-point win over the Denver Nuggets to tie it up. And now they're going back to the Mile High City.
How many points?
149.
I
And-
thought this was the playoffs, bruh.
This is this is the craziest thing. Is I know the Thunder, the best team in the league.
Yeah.
49 points. They've done this a lot in the
Yeah.
in the regular season. Is this sustainable in the postseason for them?
I don't know if it's sustainable, but at the same time, I kind of I'm 70%.
But dude,
they could do it again.
No, dude, just look at this. The box score yesterday at halftime, it was 56 to 87 at halftime. 87 points in the first half. When the fuck do you see that a lot?
This is honestly the first time I ever seen a team able to actually neutralize Joker.
Yeah.
Honestly, because a lot of teams, like when the Lakers had their battles with the Nuggets, Joker was putting up numbers no matter what.
Yep.
But dude, look
And
at
hold
this.
up, before you say something, they had AD on the Lakers. They got Chet and Hartenstein on the damn Thunder, and they neutralized him on
Yep.
game last night.
Dude.
The other night, yeah,
But dude, look at these stats for the Thunder. Just their starting 5.
Mm-hmm.
Shea, 34. Lou Dort, 12. Hartenstein, 14 points, 8 rebounds. You got Jalen Williams with 17 points. And then you had Chet Holmgren with 15 and 11 and 2 blocks. And then think about it. Their bench, they had Isaiah Joe with 14. Aaron Wiggins, 10 points. Casey Wallace, 8. But dude, the freaking Nuggets, their whole entire team was freaking...
I think the best thing about the box score is look at the plus minuses for each team.
yeah.
The highest plus minus on the Nuggets starting lineup was Michael Porter Jr. with minus 25.
That's crazy to say, even though he's been playing like pretty
Well,
bad.
actually, I don't want to say okay. When I mean highest, I mean like the best.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah, the best plus and the best plus minus on the Thunder starting lineup was Shea with plus 51. Insane stats here.
And the Nuggets' highest score yesterday was Russell Westbrook with
Off the
19.
bench.
Off the bench. Christian Brown, 3 points. Jamal Murray, 14.
He looks like
Jokic,
9 shots.
So wait, what do you guys got Thunder then? Thunder and what? Thunder 5 or
and 5.
6? 5?
I'll go 6, but I'll say 6. I don't want to count him out fully like a gentleman's sweep.
Yeah.
But if it's 5, it wouldn't surprise me.
I'm
But I'm
telling
going to say
you,
6.
after the way that the Thunder lost in game 1, they were like,
demoralizing, dude.
they were literally like, we're not doing this shit
Yeah, they
again.
hit the wake up call on game 2.
No,
Not
when
gonna lie,
they
woke up
when they
quick.
lost on that game winning 3, they literally went to the locker room. We're like, we're not doing this shit
Yeah.
again. We're coming out the next game. We're gonna kill them. And what did they do?
And low key, this leads a conversation to the NBA awards. You want to run it down because we can start off with Sam Presti. He won Executive of the Year.
Yeah,
Of course.
so we'll get into
Yeah.
that. I mean, that's it. Let's just name the trophy after him because the next 10 years will be getting this damn thing.
Dude, think about it. They might win the chip this year, and they got like multiple first round.
They have a lottery pick already too this year.
I think they have like 15 first
Actually,
round
do
picks.
they?
Why do you have to bring that up? Because all them shits. Fuck you, Paul George.
They might. Do they have a lottery? I think they have a lottery pick.
I think they
I
do
kind of
have
did a simulation yesterday with the
Yeah.
Knicks. I think they have a lottery pick. I don't know.
And
Um,
where did they get some of those picks from? From the Los Angeles Clippers, because they traded Paul George for freaking
PG podcast, baby. PG podcast.
I swear, Paul George, you're so ass, bro. Like,
You gave up a potential superstar.
and I've seen this potential when he was versing the Warriors that series before they got Kawhi that offseason. But go. You want to go with the NBA awards?
We'll start with a
real
little bit of the awards. Like
Yeah.
we said, Aaron said, Thunder's GM Sam Presti named NBA Basketball Executive of the Year.
Of course.
Cavs head coach Kenny Atkinson, my goat. I think he's from Long Island too. Shout out.
I think he is from Long Island.
I think so. I think he went to St. Anthony's. Named 24-25 NBA Coach of the Year. I love you, Kenny. Drew Holiday wins the 2024-25 NBA Sportsmanship Award. Spurs, Stephon Castle named the 24-25 NBA Rookie of the Year. Knicks, Jalen Brunson winning the Clutch Player of the Year award.
He showed why, bro.
Oh, no, he deserved
He
that.
showed why. Bro.
Warriors,
Jersey, man.
shut the fuck up. I'm going to burn it. Warriors, Draymond Green wins the NBA Hustle Award.
Yeah.
Cavs, Evan Mobley wins the 24-25 NBA Defensive Player of the Year.
Would have been Wembanyama's if he didn't get hurt.
He would have. Boston's Peyton Pritchard named the Sixth Man of the Year. Warriors, Stephen Curry named the 2024-25 Tweeman Stokes Teammate of the Year. Do you want to go to the most improved? Because I see a discussion on here. Or do you want to get the MVP?
Let me run it off real quick. Yeah.
Let it out.
I see this. I have my debate on this too.
Cut the mics. It's all his.
Hawk Dyson Daniels won the 2024-2025 Kia NBA Most Improved Player of the Year. That shouldn't have happened. I'm sorry.
Stop it.
I don't know if you guys watch the Clippers. I know not many people do watch the Clippers because, they're the second fiddle team in L.A. But there's a man named by Ivica Zubac, right? Center. Bro, he should have won it this year. He had 59 double-doubles. He had a 15-game winning streak of straight double-doubles. He's one of the reasons why they actually made it into the playoffs. I don't know if everybody watched this season with the Clippers. He cooked. He averaged about 11 points last season, turned that to 15, right? And then for his rebounds, he averaged 9 last year and turned that to 12. I believe that he should have won based off where he was drafted at. I know he's an 8-year veteran or so, but I don't believe a first-round pick should win the award. Dyson Daniels was drafted first round, 8th pick. I don't believe that should happen because if they want to go off those logics with the NBA, Kate Cunningham should have won the damn award. He led the Pistons to the playoffs. I don't agree with this. I really don't. And I hate it. Dyson, great. Didn't really have opportunities when he was on the Pelicans. Coming and playing behind DeJounte Murray. But still, I don't care. Zubac should have won the award. I love you, Zoo. Big Zoo all day. Facts. That's all I got.
Are you waking up too? Who's that? Is that Mama?
Nope.
Yes, it is.
But yeah, nah.
Is that who I think it is? Hey, Papi Chulo!
But now, what do you guys think about that? A first round pick winning the most improved.
I think you have valid takes. I don't hate your argument. I really don't. I think it's a really valid argument. Here's my thing. I'm very biased towards Dyson Daniels because I saw a stat in the around January regarding him the deflection stat. I know it doesn't say that's not everything.
I know you had the top deflection stats. I believe when we were talking back in February.
In
remember?
history.
Yeah.
of the league. Now, again, that's not what it's all about. I looked at a lot of things too because I couldn't find the exact number, but 2 months ago I found an article where he was averaging 6.1 deflections a game per 36. Next best was 4.1. Shout out Kelly Oubre for that. And then at the time, 2 months ago, he had 311 total deflections. Or is it steals? I'm sorry. I don't know which one this was. Whatever. The next was Kelly Oubre was behind him again. Shout out Kelly Oubre for this shit. What the fuck?
That's crazy.
At the same time as that, his points went up to 5.8 to 14.1. His field goal percentage went up 44 to 50. His I think it was assists went up to 3.9, rebounds 3.9 to 5.9, assists 2.7 to 4.4, and steals 1.4 to 3. Another steal stats crazy. The argument you have over him is the fact Zubac was an impact player in the playoffs, got him to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Dyson was on a team where he was starting. They made the play in. Obviously didn't make anything.
Sorry, Atlanta.
In the first round pick thing, I don't know the qualifications for the most improved. Most improved.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's something they base it off of, then you have a point. If they don't, I think they just go off of because last year you ask anybody, Dyson Daniels is a bust. He's in the same category as Johnny Davis. I think Johnny Davis was like 2 picks after him. He's in the same category as him. So if we're basing it off of just a year-to-year basis, where it's like, hey, the year prior he was god awful, and next year, then I lean Daniels because of the stats. But you have a point with like, okay, does draft picks matter here? And obviously Zubac being an impact player.
Zoo literally.
He should have been. I don't know what the votes looked like,
Yeah.
but Zoo. I would have given that Dyson personally, but Zoo deserved first place votes.
Bro,
for sure.
Zoo, honestly, he turned himself into a solid second option because I don't trust James fat ass Harden any damn more. But yeah, shout out to Zubac, man.
I almost spit this out in your brand new couch. I'm not gonna lie.
But let's talk about the NBA, the finalists, the MVP
MVP,
finalists.
the finalists. And of
Yes.
course, to no one's surprise, it is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Nikola Jokic, and Giannis. What the fuck am I doing? Giannis Antetokounmpo. Is this gonna start a heated argument or something?
SGA MVP.
Go fuck yourself too.
Listen. Oh, who do you got?
Who do you got?
I know. Who do you got?
Oh, I have Joker.
Same.
Okay,
I do.
Holy shit,
Bro, he's the only center that averaged a fucking triple-double in the season.
That's crazy.
He had a 60-point triple-double during the middle of the season like
And
it was
lost.
nothing. Bro.
I did a bunch of stats. I was looking at a bunch of things here. So Joker, statistically, which is crazy because he's what, a two-time MVP?
Yes.
Okay, two-time MVP. Had his best statistical year in points, assists, steals, 3-point percentage, most minutes, and he lost his head coach. And his second best season in his rebounds.
He fired his head coach and became the head coach.
He's basically the head coach.
Yes.
Obviously, center averaging triple-double. And in terms of value, Shai, I'm not discrediting Shai at all. Shai, with the Thunder without Shai are 2-5. The Nuggets without Jokic are 4-8. Now, obviously, if Shai was to miss more games, they're on pace to go 4-10.
Yes.
So realistically, the same value they bring to their team. I just think Jokic, from a all-around basketball standpoint, brings more to the table than Shai. Shai's a great scorer, probably one of the best, if not the best in the league at the moment. Also a better defender. You can't really, it's for his position, a top defender because of his length. Other than that, does not beat out Jokic in any other which way.
Bro, I'm glad that you brought up the stats and stuff like that because I didn't do all the research properly. But, bro, he's having, like you said, one of the best statistical years. Yeah, even better than his ones that he won the MVP. It's like he should win this. What do you think? Why do you think he's going to win this year? I'm curious.
I just like this series is gonna. Will they bring playoffs into this?
No,
they don't.
It's regular season.
Damn, so seriously, you shit. Okay.
Yeah.
From what I said, now I'm gonna pull up. Do I have Shea stats on here? I'm gonna bring up Shea stats one more time. Shea is a point. And like this is a little biased to say.
Yeah.
Shea, I think he's averaging 32.5 or something like that. 32.7. Let me go on his career profile quickly. Just because I want to pull up, go year by year. Now, Shea last year, I think he averaged similar stats last year compared to this year.
Last year he averaged
30.1.
6.2.
Same assists, same rebounds, a lot of similar stats, and Jokic beat him out. And Jokic is now averaging his best statistical year plus a triple-double. And plus now has to carry this Nuggets team. He carried them into the playoffs. Listen, I think if Shea missed a whole year on the Thunder with this core, the Thunder aren't going to be this good, obviously.
I feel like if he did, the Thunder would be 8th seed.
Okay, I was thinking 7.
Yeah,
Okay, that's fine.
it,
I think if the Jokic was out with the Nuggets, Jokic's number 2 is Jamal Murray, hypothetically.
Yeah.
Jamal Murray, the past 2 years, has not been a number 2 supporting cast.
He kind of averaged out, honestly.
He's not really that. Aaron Gordon's a fine supporting cast. Braun's a good
hold up. Fuck you, Aaron Gordon. That goddamn dunk. Yo. Woosah.
Right in your freaking new home, he sent y'all asses home.
That shit pissed me off, bro. Because since I'm a basketball person,
because
I'm like, I know everybody got to turn their attention to Joker because he had a 3-point line, but somebody boxed somebody out with 4 seconds left on the fucking clock. But continue on, Eddie.
But I think if we're going off of last year, where the Thunder number 1 seed last year, 2
seed, yeah.
2 seed. Nuggets were 1 last year. Who was 1 last year in the fucking West?
Look it up real quick, Chris.
Why am I tripping on this right now?
I don't know. But yeah, now continue about with Joker though. Yeah.
So ultimately, it's very similar season from Shea last year. Still brings a ton of value, but Joker is having his best physical season.
Thunder with the number 1 seed last year.
Okay. So it's like, what has changed this year?
Yeah.
While Jokic has been his best statistical season. Obviously, I don't know what the Nuggets were last year. Where were they last year? You have that still up?
57 and 25.
Were they 2?
Yes.
And this year, they were
5. They were tied with the Thunder.
Were they 4 or 5 this year? So a little drop.
I think they. Yeah, I think. Wait, let me think.
Get
they were the 4th seed. They were 50 and 32. So like a 7.
So 7-game drop, but they also fired their head coach, or Jokic fired his head coach.
Fired his head coach with like what a month left in the
Not less.
3 games into 3 games left. 3.
So it's like, and
they were fighting for a top 5 seed while doing it.
This is like, I'm sorry. There's value. The stats are there. The production is there.
I think it might be voter fatigue, bro, because
that's it. That's why Shea's gonna win. If he wins, it's gonna be voter fatigue. No, if voter fatigue didn't exist, LeBron would have like 8 MVPs.
Facts.
Like it's that simple. So
like, people are gonna look back at this Joker year, bro. 10 years later from now, they're like, damn, yo, he really went crazy at a center position.
The only other guy I can think of right now in the NBA that's could do the same thing Jokic is doing statistically wise is Wemby.
That's it. Yeah, and he's not even gonna be in that position because he's not gonna have to play guard.
Right,
bro.
Well, he could if he wanted to.
That shit. Seeing Shea when Shea wins his MVP is gonna hurt because
when does it come out?
I think in
a couple weeks.
Yeah, in a couple weeks. I think it's going into the
I'm there for that. I'm there for that.
It pisses me off because I know that Joker should win this award. Like,
just like you thought Lamar was gonna win the MVP.
All right, we're not doing this, dude. We are not. So that's all.
Next year.
That is all we got for the National Basketball Association. And now we dive in to a lot of missed NFL news in recent memory as the draft has just concluded. There's been some trades happening in the recent time here. But before we get into the draft, some of the picks, go over all of that.
Yeah.
The Dallas Cowboys.
How about them Cowboys?
Jerry Jones woke his ass up and said, I need a number 2.
I need a disgruntled number 2.
I need a whiner.
and he got him. He got him for, and you're gonna hate what I'm gonna say here, Chris. I'm not gonna lie, but let me go over this. Cowboys get George Pickens in a 2027 6th. Steelers get a 26th 3rd and a 27th 5th.
That's a steal.
That is a steal for one reason, and it's been brought up a little bit, is that if Pickens doesn't resign with Dallas, which he probably will, he's already said he's not thinking about the contract.
Yeah,
he wants to kind of bet on himself. Fair. If he doesn't resign, they're getting their pick back because he leaves, and you get a compensatory. So and like if he does well, like you're not gonna get a 26th 3rd, you'll get a 27th 3rd back. I think that works. Yeah, I think I'm off the top of my head. You're gonna get then other pick. You're kind of like getting a fine investment back if he walks away. So that's why it's like I think Dallas won this trade by more than people are saying.
I'm curious why they pulled this trade after the draft. Like, this is something that they would do prior or, like, the night of, you know?
The night of, definitely. I mean, I guess you see how the receivers... Well, because Dallas' draft, I know we're not really talking about, like, each pick, each team. Yeah. Dallas had a fucking great draft.
Yeah.
They always knew how to draft. They always did. They always did know how to draft. They didn't draft their needs, though. They drafted best player available and got so much great value. So that's why they still need a wide receiver, too. They could have addressed it in the draft very easily. They just won with best player available. So, and they're like, hey, you know what? You get a 3rd for, I think, a top, talent-wise, not production, a top 10 talented receiver in the league.
What's it called? Now, Chris actually found some stats about when wide receivers, like, leave the Steelers.
Crazy
so read them up, Chris, because I'm actually curious about this. You told me this a little earlier, yeah.
These are wide receivers drafted by the Steelers in the last 20 years. Antonio Brown, he averaged 86.2 yards per game with the Steelers. Crazy. With 2 other teams, his combined yards per game was 67.8. Mike Wallace, 64.2 with the Steelers. With 4 different teams, it was combined 49.8. Santonio Holmes, 63.9 with the Steelers, 42.2 with two other teams. Juju Smith-Schuster, 61.2 with the Steelers, 34.7 with two other teams. Deontay Johnson, 56.7 with the Steelers, with three other teams combined, 31.3. Martavis Bryant, 53.3 with the Steelers, 33.3 with just the Raiders. Chase Claypool, we all remember that.
Oh my God,
52,
That was a mess.
52.4 with the Steelers, combined with two other teams, 11.4.
Yeah, going over there, Chicago. My
Second
question.
round pick, by the
So
way.
for this, my question, right? We all know that George Pickens is a better wide receiver than the majority of these guys on the list, except maybe Antonio Brown and Santonio Holmes. He's still in his younger stages as a player.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with the Cowboys offense, it's more of a passing scheme offense.
Mm-hmm.
You think he'll flourish, or you think he'll have a drop off like these guys?
I don't. If he has a drop off, it's because of his head. Like he has to stay. He has to keep his head on his shoulders here. He's a guy. I think he's like you said. He's young. He's got a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
He was disgruntled. I forgot who the reporter was. Said that everyone in the Steelers is so relieved that he's gone.
I think
We
Mike
don't know
Tomlin called him a whiner.
We don't know what happened in that locker room.
Yeah, and we'll never know because
Well-
Steelers keep everything light.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, haven't you heard like what some things he said like during the season? Like when they lost to Cleveland, he was like, "Oh, if we didn't play in the snow, we would have won."
Right. Like listen. We know. Even at Georgia, he would get into fistfights on the field. Like he has.
I think he fought with someone there.
He fought with a guy in Georgia Tech and threw his head into a wall. Dude.
God damn.
There's a clip of that. It's actually an insane clip.
And we all remember, and we all know the meme when he got drafted of him just standing in front of the TV.
I'm telling you, but
yeah.
you can't ignore the talent. CD gets all the attention.
Yeah.
Like you said, pass heavy. Jake Ferguson comes back healthy. Jalen Tolbert number 3. Listen, this is a team. I like Dak. If everything comes together, he's going to thrive. I think he thrives so much that I don't think they're going to bring him back because his price is going to go up.
Nah, I would say honestly, I was talking to Chris. I feel like 1,100 this season.
Okay.
11.
Yeah.
But the question
Honestly.
is, if he has a good season, and so does Micah Parsons, who do you pay?
Parsons.
Parsons?
Gotta pay Parsons.
If
you
you
have
don't-
CD already.
Yeah,
You
but-
can go replace the George Pickens. You cannot replace
If
Micah
they
Parsons.
lose Micah Parsons, they will get ripped.
You cannot. Micah wants a ton of money.
So yeah, that actually brings it up because right now his final year is $24 million. Then for Pickens it's 3.6, right?
Right.
And for Parsons, the top guy is Myles Garrett with $40 million.
Yeah, he's gonna want more.
Hunter at 35.6.
So he's going to want 40 plus million.
He's gonna want 40 plus million.
which
But
is going to be tough.
That's
after
a
just
lot
paying
of
CD
It's a lot of money.
34 million,
It's
and
like-
you just paid Dak
You're about to pay him quarterback money at the 45, 50 million rate.
like, here's the problem. Like, but you can't replace the guy.
No.
It's just like it comes down to this trade off of like, all right, if you let you go, if you're gonna let him go, you trade him.
Yeah.
But like the same team, the value of him right now is lower because the team has to pay him that $42 million a year type thing.
Yeah.
So
And
that
he's a
value
free
is
agent after
down.
this year?
Yes.
So
This is about to be
if
crazy.
I'm Dallas, you better get this shit done.
You have to get it done in the summer
Yeah.
and deal with the
You'll
fact
fu-
that you have 5 guys that are gonna be paying insane amount of money right now.
Because I'm calling him right now. You think Micah Parsons going to show at the fucking training camp without a new Probably not.
So let's say if Parkins has a great season, right? And he doesn't get re-signed to the Cowboys, what do you think he'll
He's
end
going
up
He's going to tell him I want out.
Who has the most amount of money next year? That's where he's going.
most amount of money? Yeah.
That's where he's going.
You know what team? The Cardinals. For some reason, that just popped in my
It
head.
wouldn't surprise
No,
me.
I don't know why that just popped in my head. Yeah.
The only reason why he would go to the Cardinals is because of money, but I feel like that knowing Micah Parsons and how great of a talent he is, he's going to want to go to a winner. Like, obviously, he's not going to be able to go to a team like Philadelphia. Well, you never know what fucking Philly. Because they were in the mix of trying to
Philly
get
will pull anything out of her ass, bro. I don't know, man.
Dude, don't forget it. They were rumors that Myles Garrett could have gotten traded to the Eagles if they wanted to.
Listen.
Fucking Howie Roseman, man, he knows what the fuck
I
to do.
would not be surprised if you went to the fucking goddamn Eagles, bro. I would not. I'll be
Dude,
honest.
think
They
about
get
it. When
everybody.
Myles Garrett was getting traded. Think about the two contenders
Yes.
that wanted him. Think about this. 2 contenders in the NFL that could have done it. The Eagles could have done it, and the Lions could have done it. Could you imagine if the Eagles did it? Oh, forget about it. The Eagles would win the fucking Super Bowl again.
I have a team. I
What?
can see
You
Micah
got-
going. I looked up the
Washington,
No,
Where?
Vegas.
Vegas?
him next to Max.
Wait, could they?
Pete
really
Carroll.
do it
They got
after
the cap
this-
space
after
to
they
do it
just paid
too.
him?
Yeah.
Dude, they have projected right now based off their current roster and the salary cap skyrocketing.
Yeah.
They have the most amount going into next year.
Yeah, only person under the big contract is
Well,
Crosby.
nothing's kind of got into it, but they're going to be pushing 100 probably.
Yeah.
Ooh, so they could do it.
No state tax. Pete Carroll's the head coach.
Could you imagine Micah Parsons in fucking Las Vegas?
Max Crosby
That'd
in
be
there.
nasty.
Him and Max Crosby.
I'm
would be
just
nasty.
saying, would it surprise me? But hopefully we don't get to this fucking point. Well, Cowboys fans,
Jerry, you better
do.
do.
Yo, Jerry, better cook, bro.
But guess what? You already know what Cowboy fans were saying after they made this trade, right?
What?
Fuck.
Oh yeah.
No, we're gonna win the Super Bowl this year,
Here
right?
we go. This is fucking.
Guess
Hey
what?
man.
You might as well fucking trademark that, dude.
Like Stephen A. Smith says, be patient, just wait. What
But
can go
so,
wrong will go wrong.
Let's talk about the Steelers aspect. What does this mean for their offense, especially?
I don't
without
know what
this
the
guy?
fuck they're doing.
Yeah, and they don't have a.
First of
quarterback
all,
still.
I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Like their two quarterbacks right now in their room is Mason Rudolph and Skylar Thompson.
Love you, King. Love you, King.
Skylar Thompson, we only know because he
Fucking hate
almost
him.
beat the Buffalo Bills in
No,
the playoff game.
fuck him. He sucks now. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him.
But dude, like there were
Well, they
rumors.
got Will Howard now.
Oh yeah, fuck! I forgot they did draft.
Please
Will
don't
Howard.
sleep on Will Howard for the life of
No,
everyone.
Will Howard's a
Howard.
great quarterback.
And it wouldn't surprise me if they run into the season there with these three quarterbacks. Wouldn't surprise me if it's day one starter. Just wouldn't surprise me.
But dude, they got many problems going on. They didn't draft Shador. Now they got Aaron Rodgers. They're
Aaron
waiting
Rodgers
on
watch
Aaron
still,
Rodgers.
bro.
I don't know who the
Jeez.
GM of the Steelers is, or the owner, but you're a fucking moron for waiting on Aaron Rodgers.
I don't think they're waiting on. He's the one that's taking his sweet ass time.
Yeah.
No,
You have to know Rodgers loves the spotlight right now.
no. Trust me. You don't think I remember that from a couple years ago?
what I'm saying,
Fuck
dude.
you, Aaron Rodgers. You fuck my Jets. God damn it.
Hey, now you got Justin Fields, bro. Let's go.
Hey, at least he doesn't go around the fucking media and say like, "Oh, I'm not going to show up to practice or anything." Guess what? Because guess what?
Been off if he didn't probably.
Oh man, oh
Dude,
man.
I'm not expecting anything with Justin Fields this year. Do I think we're gonna win? No. But do I think it's a good thing to see like how we could do this?
This is a realistic Jet fan now. He came back to reality.
The only time
Usually
I
it's the
said that
opposite with Jets fans.
I
The time of
know.
year where they're like, hold on, wait a minute.
You just surprised
The only
me.
time that I said that the Jets were gonna be good is when last year. That's when I said that they were gonna be good. A lot of people had them as Super Bowl contenders last year.
Oh, we know. I remember those
Before-
a lot.
I'm saying before all this shit fell apart, they were Super Bowl contenders.
They were Super Bowl contenders when they were 2-4 and trade with Devontae
Facts,
Adams
facts.
too.
Hey, now we got Devontae on the Rams, but let's continue to talk about some contracts and stay in the NFC, right?
Stafford's gonna fucking hurt himself. I'm calling it.
Oh my god.
Yo, Matthew Stafford, you heard what he said. He said
Saquon
that-
Barkley, baby. Fly, Eagles,
Oh
fly.
my gosh, bro. Our defense was young, man. We got a bunch of rookies and shit
Yeah,
like
and
that.
you couldn't stop Saquon Barkley in the cold.
Let's see the Jets do that, man. I want to see if Quentin Williams can stop Saquon
Hey, thank
Barkley.
God we don't have Jeff Elbert anymore.
You're lucky-
Your
you're
son's
lucky-
a fucking moron.
You're lucky the Rams. You're lucky the Rams. I mean, Aaron Donald retired because I don't believe he would not be running like that against us. But with the contracts with Brock Purdy, quarterback, man, bro, he gonna want what? It says that he's gonna want is $270 million for 5 years. That's about
First of all,
50 something.
yeah.
he's definitely gonna get in the Joe Burrow range, like $55 million.
Who's the highest paid? Dak?
Yeah, $60 million, and
He's
then I
not
think
gonna
it's
get that.
Joe Burrow, Tua.
Trevor's ahead.
Trevor-
Trevor and Love are ahead of him. Yeah, but they're
I
all in the
think-
same vicinity of like 53
I
million.
think
Yeah.
if I read it correctly, I think Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence, Jordan Love. I can't think of the other. I don't think it's Tua because
No,
I think
Tua has 53.1.
I'm trying to think. There was another quarterback who made. There was a four-way tie for. They were making $55 million. It was Burrow, Lawrence, Jordan Love. Who the fuck is the other?
Did Josh get a pay raise? It was Josh.
Oh wait, yeah, Josh got $55
Josh got
million.
Yeah.
Josh
He
got a pay
6
raise.
years
He
to-
got a pay raise.
Yeah, so he's definitely gonna get. He's not gonna get more than Dak, but he's gonna probably.
He's gonna be in the 53 to 55 range. Well, this 5 for 270 is 55 around 55
But the
million.
49ers are weird. Like, they let all these free agents go, and everyone knew that with these free agents going, they're going to give Brock Purdy his
Yeah.
contract. And, like, they haven't done anything. Free agency, they really didn't do
The
anything.
only thing they did was just
Re-sign George Kittle. That was it.
4 years,
And-
70.
and bring back
64.
Robert
Yeah,
Saleh.
That's it.
And bring back Robert Saleh.
Shout
That's
out
it.
Robert Saleh, man. He's about to cook again, bro. I can't wait
Fuck
to
you,
see
you
this
horrible
shit.
head coach.
No, it's just the Jets. Jets suck, bro. It's okay.
I'm kidding. I'm sorry, Robert.
Well,
it wasn't
yeah,
your
that's
fault.
true.
It was fucking Woody. Fuck you, Woody, and fuck your son.
Bro, Madden's such a fun game. Like, bro, I love Madden.
You know what's funny? After the Jets like made their whole entire like draft,
Yeah.
someone actually posted like their college football ratings, and they were like, "Oh yeah, definitely Woody's son definitely." has
Dude, no, the Jags posted
way.
their team off like college football rankings on Twitter. Someone's like, "Did you guys draft based off these fucking ratings?"
No, and I'm pretty sure like all the Jets guys that they drafted, I'm pretty sure in college football like they were ranked in the high 80s, high 90s.
Well, to be fair, the college football ratings are like they're nuts compared to
Yeah.
Madden.
No, like
your
Donovan
seventh round pick. Yeah, Donovan Edwards was the cover, and in Madden he's a 90 over.
like a 95, and guess what? He was undrafted. And
Well, yeah,
the
no,
Jets
well,
signed him.
he had a terrible season. So, yeah.
I like this conversation about the draft, man. Let's you want to get in the draft?
Get into the draft news.
Let's get in the
I miss it.
draft.
I'm a little depressed right now. It's
Yeah.
gone.
Duval.
Some major news. Shut the fuck up. The Jags. I can't. Can we get him out of here? That's what I was getting about though.
Hey, my living room. Fuck
Duval.
off.
Oh, fuck, I'll make a mind.
Duval.
Duval.
Yo.
Fucking Liam Cohen, bitch ass.
Talking about the Jags, yo.
The Jags make a splash on the first 10 minutes of draft night, trading up from 5 to 2 with the Cleveland Browns giving up a damn fucking haul for a generational prospect in Travis Hunter.
Fuck them picks.
Fuck them picks indeed. I don't know. I'm so conflicted on this trade.
I love it.
So for the Jags, I love it. But for the Browns, I'm kind of okay with it too. They got a fucking lot. The Jags are not going to be that competitive this year. They may flirt with the playoffs, maybe. Other than that, you're getting a top 12 pick.
I'm not gonna lie. If CJ Stroud doesn't have if he has another season like last year,
Yeah.
I'm taking Trevor Lawrence with them two-headed monster with Thomas and
So the
Hunter.
so the thing is here, I like Jacksonville's offensive scheme is very, very. It's interesting because Liam Cohen's the guy we saw him in Tampa. They ran the ball to set up the pass, and they did it effectively through 2 running backs.
Mm-hmm.
They drafted the guy in the 4th round who had a 4.3 40 in Bashan Tootin. You still have ETN. You still have Tang. You drafted another running back too this year. I forgot who. Now you had Trev next to Brian Thomas Jr.
Is Evan Ingram still there?
No, he's in
gone.
Denver.
Him and Gabe Davis are gone.
Yeah, I forgot. So
Evan Ingram went to the Broncos.
Okay,
right.
okay.
So if you can effectively use these running backs, all 3 or 4 of them,
Yeah.
to set up the pass, they're going to be a fun offense. I'm still questioning the defense. I know Trav is now going to play both ways, most likely.
You think so?
No, they already told him.
He wants to.
Okay.
No,
He listen. He's had no durability concerns. I'm letting him do what he
Okay.
wants. I'm letting him do what he
and
wants.
he even said like when he was on the stage after he got drafted, he told them how Jacksonville called him and they said, and he asked them, he said, "What do you want him to be?" And they said, "Do
Yeah.
you
That's
do
it.
whatever the hell you
Bro.
want?"
So you're adding him to the boundaries too. The defense is still suspect. The offense, if they execute it right, I know it's such a bland thing to say.
Yeah.
It could be the talent is there. They could be a dangerous offense.
They could be very lethal, honestly. Yeah.
It can be. So I don't know where the picks at, but the Browns got a fucking haul.
Not
They
the
got a
Browns,
haul,
yeah.
and it's like shit. You pass up on a guy. You're never gonna see a Travis Hunter ever again. We don't know, but you got a lot. You got a draft day. Sonny Cost. What the fuck's his name in the draft day? Am I dumb? Sonny Weaver. I mixed Sonny Weaver and Kevin Costner.
I was gonna say that's your favorite fucking movie.
That's not. It's not my favorite football movie.
One of your
You
favorite
know
sports
why
movies.
I like this move for the Browns? Because of the contract situation with Deshaun Watkins. Have some draft
Who?
Deshaun Watson. Yo, I can't. That
Oh, you
name's-
mean Massage Man?
Yo, what the fuck, Chris?
Chris Waltz probably.
But yeah, with that situation with his contract, you need some draft capital for like the next 5 to 10 years, because we know we're not going to see Deshaun Watson on that team for another year or so. He'll probably most likely get
They
cut.
kind of have it. There was a weird story that came out with because he re-injured his Achilles,
Yeah.
or it's a different one. But he was on TikTok, he posted a dance with his fiance, girlfriend. I don't know who the fuck's with him, but to be honest, whatever. And there's a thing in his contract that says if you got hurt on a social media, I don't know the exact wording. Then there's an out on his contract. I don't know if there's any way to prove it, but they have an out. I think if he got hurt,
I hope so.
outside of training and rehabbing, and there's a high chance that he did, and they might have an out now because of that. So him doing this to himself,
Interesting.
It's been quiet. That's why I'm it's a weird story, but
I'm gonna have to do some research on that because if so, that means they could clear a lot of money
clear
off
a
their
lot
books.
of money, and that team's talented.
Yeah.
They're missing another weapon. The old ones that get reshaped. your second level and the defense has to be a little reshaped too. Other than that, it's a talented team.
It's a talented team, but we all know the Browns are gonna be the Browns at the end of the day. Yeah.
They are. More big trade ups though coming up. The Giants, did they find their guy here trading up with the Rams, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Trade up with the Rams from the second round back into the first to land quarterback from Ole Miss, Jackson Dart. Expected to sit for a majority of the season, probably behind obviously Russ and Jameis. Insane quarterbacks to sit behind him, by the way.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, Russ is really on the fucking Giants. I forgot about that, bro. Holy crap.
You got Winston, fucking Russell Wilson, Tommy DeVito.
Straight dubs, bro. Let's go.
Fucking Jameis Winston has been in like New York for like what 2 months, and he's already turned.
I knew he was gonna fucking say this.
Fucking walking around all of New York, just going gabagool.
Yeah.
He couldn't even say it at first. He didn't even know what it meant, and then he just kept walking around. He goes gabagool.
Nah. Continue though with this their draft pick.
So it's an interesting strategy here, and I'm gonna get into a little bit with the Giants, but actually, you know what? Let me dive in because it's consistent to the topic, which of course with Shedeur Sanders, right?
Yes.
Obviously, everyone expected him to be. There was flirtations of QB1 being taken, but other than that, majority QB2 for a lot of people. First round pick, Steelers pick, Giants trading up, wherever. Okay. Shedeur Sanders was passed on by the Giants and then passed on by another 120 picks, basically.
Yep.
And fell to 144 to the Cleveland Browns, who picked him as their second quarterback in that same draft behind Dylan Gabriel, who was picked in 93. Now, this is by far the biggest draft slide in NFL history. And it's not even fucking close. I don't want to sound like Mel Kiper. I'm not trying to sound like Mel Kiper at all. That motherfucker, Jew.
Yo, he went off.
He got paid by Dion for this. I know
bro.
he did.
Oh, my
That is
God.
crazy.
God damn.
Obviously, now for me, he wasn't QB2. He was QB3, flirting QB4 with Jackson. Still has a second round grade regardless. There is no way from an eye test, if you're watching Shedeur Sanders highlights, you go, hey, he's a fifth round talent. There's not. There's a lot of things he has to work on as to why I gave him a late second. But what makes you think, because I have my theory, and there's a lot of theories getting pointed out there, why does he fall to the 144th pick?
Honestly, if we're playing, put on the theory cap on it real quick. I think it's because he just didn't go to the combine and because of his father, that presence.
I think it was just because of his father.
Yeah, it's that presence
Like,
of having Dion as
Because
your
think
dad.
about it, like even before the draft, like, and like there were people saying that like even when he did have his interviews, he did sound cocky, and also it's also bad like even before like when you get drafted, where your father comes out and he says, "I don't want my son playing here. I don't want him playing here. I don't want him playing here. If my son gets drafted here, he ain't coming there. I'm not doing anything." He was basically like pulling like the Eli Manning, saying like, "I don't want him there." But that's my speculation. Obviously, we'll probably never know what happened. But if we all had to take a guess, it's because of his father.
Most definitely.
Because he had to run his mouth. But like, I don't blame him because like you want
the best for your son, right?
You want to see your kids succeed.
No, facts, but I'm not mad the spot that he landed to with the Browns because that quarterback room is basically
But dude,
open.
the question
Yeah.
is for Cleveland, like, this is who I'm looking at their quarterback room. They got Joe Flacco,
Yeah,
Gabriel,
he'll start for 3 games
Kenny
and
Pickett,
get benched.
Shedeur Sanders, and then obviously Deshaun Watson's probably not going to play.
He's not playing this year, right? So everyone on that QB room will start a game this year.
Yes.
Who do you think? Your opinion. Who do you think starts week 1?
Joe Flacco.
Flacco.
Yeah,
Flacco will start. He knows the system already.
Facts.
And he's
How
better
long are you
experience.
giving Flacco? Like, how many weeks are you giving him before they?
See, it just sucks because him and the Browns 2 years ago, if he plays like that, you're giving him the whole year probably.
Yeah, but I feel like since this is 2 years removed from that
Right,
1 year.
right.
I feel like he'll start the season off
I
probably
can see
1
doing
and
the
2,
first-
1 and 3, and then
Yeah.
one of them, the young guns, come in.
Well, it depends
probably.
on who. Oh yeah, we don't even know their schedule yet.
Well, we find that out. That's like May 12th as well. But like I said, blind. Look at the eye test. Sorry,
He's not a 5th round.
it's not a 5th round pick, so that's why
Second.
it's up. Here's my thing.
Yeah.
You look at this. If you give me, there's 5 teams off the top of my head
Who needed them?
who needed a franchise quarterback in this draft. Pittsburgh, Cleveland, because of the Watson thing, the Giants, Titans, and Saints. Now, there's teams that are right below them that could use a guy to potentially help. Colts potentially, because Richardson, we don't know the whole deal. Other teams out there too, right? What do those 5 teams that I listed have in common? Outside of the fact that they need a starting quarterback, their head coaches, and I'll explain the Kellen Moore situation, are all in the hot seat. Every single one.
Yeah.
Dable's on the hot seat.
Dable's on the hot seat. Brian Callahan is on the hot seat, whether we like to admit it or not. Stefanski, he's probably the safest one because he has 2 coaches of the years, and he's been kind of dealt a fair share.
Playoffs.
He's been dealt a fair share of things and injuries and shit. But still, you're kind of flirting with it. Kellen Moore is a guy to me. It was a rushed hire because he was the last candidate. Could be a one and done in New Orleans because they want to clean up house completely.
Yeah.
Wait, who's Brian Callahan, the coach of?
Titans.
Oh, wow. So you think after his second year?
That tells you how it goes. I know that's why he had to bring in the quarterback. He had to bring his guy in. And then Mike Tomlin, you don't make the postseason this year, you're done.
He should have been fired.
He should have been
2 years
gone.
ago, bro. Oh my gosh.
He should have been gone. So my thing is this: you bring in Shedeur, your team's not doing well. You throw him into the fire. He plays okay football for his standards or expectations. Your team goes 7-10. You're fired. These owners will fire these coaches so quickly with Shedeur because guess what? They'll throw that money at Deion.
Yeah.
You now have all the leverage to go bring in Deion Sanders, and the coaches don't want to deal with that. They don't want to have this guy staring at them from a distance and Deion going, hey, I'm coming for your job if you fuck up with my son. And owners will take his ass in for asses in the seats.
That was another thing. He kept saying, like, oh, if their coach is not working out, I'm fucking going to call the organization and say, you want me there?
They didn't want to deal with it, and the GMs don't want to deal with it either, dude. They don't want to deal with it.
Is it true that one of the coaches on the Browns knew Deion Sanders, and that's kind of how, like, he got into it?
That I didn't hear about. I thought it would just be the owners calling in.
So
but
for like
The owners didn't even look fucking... The GM didn't even look happy.
Nope, the owner called in, I'll tell you that.
Nah, facts. So going into next season, what do you think Shadeur's gonna? What do you think? He's gonna look good or what? What do you think?
He's gonna have some growth pain. He's gonna struggle. There's a lot of mental processing he has to go over in the league.
I predict he'll probably play like the last couple games.
He might, depending on the Browns' status. If the Browns are competitive and it's not because of him, he's not going to see much time, if anything.
Yeah.
But if they're way out of it, then he'll probably
play.
A game.
Dylan Gabriel will play, but he needs to zone coverage reading. He's had a bad time with. The Browns only needs to hold up for him because his poise has been off. His confidence is a little bit down. He's going to struggle a little bit. Yeah. It's going to happen. It's nothing against him, but he's got a lot of upside. So we'll see. He landed in a good spot, but the slide is because of it's got to be because of something with Deion or his character. So that's basically that. Do we want to talk about the steal of the draft? I see on here. Do we have Jalen Monroe as the steal of the draft here?
Yeah. What do you think?
So Sanders, I think, is a good candidate. Milroe, I like where he lands. I do, because Darnold's a guy where in 2 years, if he doesn't play out, Milroe will come in right away. Because by then you could get out of Darnold's contract.
Didn't they just trade for
Oh wait, no. Darnold.
No, they just signed Darnold.
They got rid of Geno for a third.
Yeah.
Did they take that? They took that pick. That Geno pick was Milroe, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, really? Okay.
Pretty sure.
I think it was.
So I like that. I think Sanders can be. I think Will Howard, being the 6th round pick, he was my QB2 personally. Hypothetically, steal the draft. Sleeper. And because I want a little extensive here that no one's talking about. There's a guy named Cameron Williams, tackle that went to Philly. The best online coach in the business.
Shit.
He has so much. If he stayed one more year in school, he would have been 2nd round pick probably.
Like college?
Yes, Texas. If he stayed in college. He played alongside Kelvin Banks, who was obviously the 1st round pick. He's going to sit behind a guy like Lane Johnson with the best online coach with all this talent. Philly might just have a fucking knack of finding these upside guys and having the best coaches for them. To me, might be the steal. That if he pans out right then and there, that'd be the steal of the draft. But the Milroe pick, though, I like. I think that could be.
Yeah, no, that was.
I think he went where he was supposed to go.
Yeah, it was an interesting one because, like, we all know Sam Darnold. He's gonna most likely collapse during the season because
he only went there for the money.
Yeah, like he should have stayed with the Vikings because that was a real good system.
Or he should have went to the fucking Steelers if they even gave a chance to him.
Honestly, well, I was gonna say he kind of went to the same situation.
Yeah,
but also for the Steelers, one quick thing between Rudolph. Let's say they don't get Aaron Rodgers. Let's say Aaron Rodgers quits, like he retires. In that quarterback room, you got Rudolph, you got Thompson, and then you got Will Hart. Who do you think will be the starter week 1 for the Steelers?
Will Howard. I will put that on record right now. He is a poor man's store brand Bo Nix in terms of he's played 5 years of college ball. He's seen all these defenses, has all this experience. He will start day. That's a guy you don't sit. This guy you start day 1.
Yo, book it then, because I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Mason Rudolph is gonna start.
It wouldn't surprise me.
He knows the system. How long has he been with the Steelers? You know.
Well, no,
but the thing was, most of his career.
Well, he left to go to Tennessee and somewhere else.
Yeah.
So he hasn't been in Arthur Smith's system.
Okay.
So I'm sure there's some similarities, maybe, but he might be the guy. He's the most experienced. We've seen him play before. He's serviceable. But I just think that Will Howard has seen so much college football and so many coverages. He's been a part of different schemes. He might be ready. As long as the mental checks out,
Okay.
he'll be ready. Alrighty, it's game time. Games are back. It's our favorite games. Hopefully your favorite games. The ones I beat Chris in all the time.
Yeah.
Well, we're not doing that. Guess who, Jess? Yeah, we're going to start off with some start, bench, cut. First time edition of MLB. Because why not? Got to get the bats involved here.
Facts.
And just because we have the host here, Mr.
Yeah.
Aaron Jones, not the football player, Aaron Jones.
Running back, Minnesota
We'll be
Vikings.
listing off some names three names from pitchers, shortstops, outfielders, first baseman, second baseman, third baseman, and catchers. And me and this guy right here, based off of careers, numbers, production, awards, you name it, we'll do
Facts.
start, bench, cut.
So,
Some of y'all might be
Yeah.
asking, why isn't Aaron doing it?
That's
I'll
fucking-
explain
I
it.
didn't want to fucking
go
say
ahead.
that.
I was gonna explain
You
it anyway. Go
'cause he's
ahead,
a-
Chris. Take the floor, buddy.
Because he's a bandwagon fucking Dodger fan.
Shohei Ohtani and the other ones. You know what I mean?
The
Oh
other
yeah.
ones. This is a fucking 60s fucking group. Showtime and the other ones.
But yeah,
He's just like, Shohei, yeah, first baseman, second baseman, third baseman, catcher,
Yeah.
my boys.
yeah. So since I don't know much about the actual player names and stuff like
Fake
that,
ass fucking bitch.
hey man, World Series again. Let's go, LA Dodgers, bro.
Mets
Mets
You
and
can
what?
make you can make a bet, give me a sewing set, we can watch the sunset. Mets at 5.
Oh man, I can't wait till July rolls in.
Yo,
bro.
Shannon Jump has allegations. He's still talking like him. Like it's a
You know what's funny? Hold on, before you continue.
Hey, at least I don't do anything illegal.
Yo, so before you continue real quick, so I had to do some TV work at my school, right? And it was basketball related. And since I'm like, yo, I'm about to do one of the do Shannon Sharp's thing, we did it the first time. She was like, don't bring up Shannon Sharp, man. You know he's under the fire. I'm like, oh, I kind of forgot. It's like when you in the moment, bro, you just don't think, you know?
Bro, remember what I used to do? I'm not going to say it, but...
Yeah, all right, let's go. MLB start bench cut, baby. Pitchers. We have Chris Sale. How do you say the other dude's name?
Tariq Skubal.
Tariq Skubal, and we have Zach Wheeler. Start bench cut. Eddie, you first roll off.
All right. This was actually really hard for me.
Yeah.
This one was so hard because I think, and I'm not gonna confuse people. I'm gonna explain my theory. When I talk about like the best of something, I try to mix it up. I try to do best, dominant, and talented.
Okay.
So like NBA centers is how I get the best one. The best center of all time, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Most dominant, Shaq. Most talented, Hakeem, in my opinion, Hakeem Olajuwon. So this is kind of where I was going. I think the most talented pitcher on here is Zach Wheeler. However, I'm cutting Zach Wheeler to start it off.
Okay.
Not because he was a Met. No,
I know.
He's drafted in 2013, and it took him till 2020 to hit his stride because he's been battling injuries his entire career.
Okay.
And you have 5 years to show for. I am bent. This might surprise you. I don't know where you're going on this one. Let's go to the start. I'm starting Chris Sale because of the longevity. He was also drafted in 2013 and immediately was a hit. 1.73 ERA. Won a Cy Young last year at the age of how old? 30 whatever. Has a total ERA around the 3, flirting with the 3s.
He's 28 right now.
He's 28 years old. That's Scoople. I'm starting Sale.
Oh, Sale?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sale's been in the league for forever. So, and I'm benching Tariq Skubal similar enough where he's only been pitching for about 4 years.
Okay.
But he's if this was a couple years down the road, Skubal's gonna have a career and a half. So
How about you, Chris? Start bench cut.
I'm starting Chris Sale because, like Eddie said, the longevity he's known for having a great career, resurgence career.
Does he have any World Series wins?
Yes.
he went with the Red Sox, did he?
Okay.
He was on the Braves for only 2 years. I think he went with the Red Sox. Yeah.
Yeah. And like you mentioned, he had a bounce back year last year for the fucking Atlanta Braves.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's been in the league since 2010. I apologize.
Huh?
He's been in the league since 2010, Chris.
2010?
Yeah.
Shit.
I said 2013.
But yeah, he's got the more experience. Like, he's a very good pitcher. And then cutting, I have to agree with you. I'm with cut Zach Wheeler.
Okay.
Because Wheeler, it took time for him to perform at the level that he is now. Like, towards the end of his Mets career, like, he wasn't as good as he is on the Phillies, but, like, it was starting. Like, you could just sense something was coming. Mm-hmm. And then once he got that big contract with Philly, then he started to get his stride. Yeah. And then he got another contract with Philadelphia. But Scuba, man, he had a great year last year, having a great year this year.
Yeah.
I believe, as of right now, he's got a 3-2 record with a 2.21 ERA, and the Tigers are the second best team in baseball right now.
That's fucking crazy.
I know. The Mets were in it. Fuck you, Dodgers.
Let's go. But let's go with the shortstops now. We have Bobby Witt Jr., Francisco Lindor, and Corey Seager. How about what you got, Chris? Let's start with you, man.
I'm
Mr.
starting
Matt.
my boy Frankie Francisco Lindor. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I don't care if he doesn't have a ring. Shohei Ohtani, and everyone knows if Shohei Ohtani was not in the National League last year, Lindor was winning that fucking MVP.
Well,
Chris,
what?
if I had a propeller, I'm a fucking helicopter.
What?
You're basically saying if
I
Shohei
know.
Ohtani didn't exist.
No,
if I
I
had
know,
a
but it
propeller, I'm a
fucking-
helicopter.
Yeah, I know. I was literally gonna say something. Well, he does exist,
But
bro.
it's fucking
I was gonna
true.
say
If
some shit too.
If Shohei
Eddie.
Ohtani did not go
No,
to
oh, I know that.
All right, so
And-
what are you gonna cut then between the other two?
No, I'm laughing. I'm sorry.
This is fucking tough.
Or who are you gonna cut, Bobby or Corey Seager?
I would probably cut Seager. Witt. Because Seager's got the more experience. He's got a couple World Series rings. Witt, like, I get a top prospect, but, like, everyone kind of had, like, a feeling that he was going to be good going up to the majors. And, like, he did help turn this Kansas City team around. But, yeah, I would cut Witt, start Francisco, and bench Corey Seager.
All right, bet. How about you, Eddie?
Yeah, I'm gonna start Frankie. Should have been a Gold Glover last year too, and I'm not even saying that because someone is.
All-star last year.
Yeah, like his defense, he's probably one of the best defensive shortstops in the league. Outside of his bat, his leadership, his longevity, there's just so much to love about Frankie. And the numbers speak for itself as well.
Okay.
This is where it gets really tough too, because you have a point with Seager, and I'm looking at his accolades. I'm like, yeah, he's got some rings. He has the World Series MVP. He has the rookie. I'm sorry, dude. It sucks.
Well,
I know, it's hard.
Bro.
This is
This
what's
is
hard.
very similar. I'm gonna cook Seager.
Okay.
I hate doing that. I think Bobby Witt is right behind Lindor in this day and age
For
the top shortstop. The talent. I know he's had a very, very short career. He's been in the league for 4
I'm
years.
not disagree with you that you're giving a valid
Like it's like the schoolboy Sale thing, but like I think Sales have more.
yeah.
Sale has a Cy Young,
No, that's why I did it for Seager because like the longevity, he's got like the experience, he's got the World Series.
Yeah, I know.
MVP.
I know I'm kind of contradicting myself, but I think Bobby Witt is just so much. He's the
So
top.
you're just saying his talent surprised what?
I think Seager is. I
Seager's
really
accomplishments.
yes.
He's basically saying like instead of longevity, if he's talking about talent wise, then
He's
he's
so
taking.
fucking
That's
good.
understandable.
Yeah.
man.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you. You make
That's
good
like what
points.
everybody says James Harden with his fucking talent, fat ass piece of shit.
Not when it comes to the number
I
7.
know Harder comes back
Nah,
into
he's
the
always
picture.
gonna catch
That's why
strays,
whenever he
bro.
goes to a fast food restaurant, he
Yeah,
doesn't
bro.
or
That
the
number
number
seven.
7s because he chokes.
Yeah, all right. So let's go with the outfielders. We have Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, and Ronald Acuna.
All right, okay, you got it. You got it.
Acuna Jr. Yeah, yo, these names, yo. Shout out to my Dominicans and Puerto Ricans, man. Facts. I love y'all, bro. Jesus Christ, them names is crazy. But what do you got though? Start bench cut. Yo, don't be biased, bro. Be unbiased. Excuse me. Be unbiased, please.
I know y'all probably think of who I will start, but you thought wrong. I will actually give credit, and I will be starting Aaron Judge.
Wait, say that again, Aaron. Who?
Judge.
For the New York what?
Schmankies.
Jankies.
Jankies.
All right, so he gonna.
Hey, Daniel, if you're watching, Jankies suck.
Oh boy.
All right, we know who you're gonna bench, but why you benching him? Or man, why you cutting Acuna?
Because of all the injuries with him, man. Like, I get it. He's got the MVP. He did break a historic record a couple years ago. What was it, 40-something?
Oh,
Like, when you get,
yeah.
like, something homers and, like, 70 stolen bases.
He was 40-70 a year, probably.
Yeah, 40-70. But, like, it's just the injuries, man. And, like, he doesn't really he doesn't show up when the spotlight's well, Aaron Judge doesn't either during the World Series. Dropping the ball. But you got to know, I got to bench my boy Juan Soto.
That's understandable.
He's
It's
fucking heating up. Y'all better watch out.
Yeah, next week they gotta go against the Yankees, so that's gonna be fun. What you
We're
got,
sweeping you in Yankee Stadium.
What you got, Eddie,
On
for this
record.
one?
Well, I'm starting Aaron Judge, obviously. Like, the best hitter of our generation. Top, when it's all said and done, probably a top 5 hitter of all time. Like, it's
Unanimous.
I know he
MVP.
doesn't show up in the playoffs, and his fielding has been terrible. You can't ignore the bats.
No,
you just
you can't.
cannot. Anytime he's up at bat, I don't care if he's pitching, you're not betting against him. I'm cutting Juan Soto.
Whoa.
I'm cutting Juan Soto. Hold on. This is where I told you I wanted to piss him off. Hold on. Here's my thing. Acuna is the MVP. I'm not ignoring that. Acuna has the record-setting 47 a year. Okay. I can't ignore that. Acuna also has. Oh my God, I lost his fucking stats. I don't know what the stats are. Now I get it. Juan has a ring. Acuna has a ring. Juan's a better.
I don't think his ring counted.
Shut up. Juan has a better power bat than Acuna does.
Okay.
Outside of that, what is Juan better at than Acuna? Base running? No. Fielding? No. I understand the injuries. It's a valid argument. And I know he hasn't played this year, right? He's still rehabbing himself. So that's the only thing he has. But I can't ignore it. He's a lot better than Soto in other aspects of the game. Other than his actual bat and his fielding.
I'm very shocked.
I have to give a word too. It pained me to do that. But I was like, I can't see. What argument am I going to have for Juan? Yeah, he hits a lot of fucking home runs. But like, I can't. I have nothing else to argue on.
So, next one, we got first baseman. This is one I can actually answer. We got Pete Alonso, Freddie Freeman, and Bryce Harper. Shout out to my boy Freddie, starting. And between the two, this is a toss-up because I actually watched the Phillies during last year's playoffs for MLB, and they walked in, they thought they was on some Kobe shit, blacked out suits and all that type of stuff. And then Pete Alonso, he's Pete Alonso. There's nothing much to say because I don't know much about him.
Polar bear, baby.
So realistically, for me, I would cut both of them because I don't know him. But this is start bench cut. I'm gonna bench Pete Alonso.
Wowee. Wowee.
But Freddie Freeman, let's go, Dodgers.
Hey now.
What you got, Chris? Oh, man.
I'm starting Freeman.
Okay.
This pains me to my heart.
I'm surprised.
I'm cutting Alonso.
Surprised.
Yo,
surprised.
Mets fans is cutting their players, bro.
I'm going by talent-wise because Freddie Freeman and Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper just a formerly new first baseman because with all the injuries that he had in the outfield. But Bryce Harper is one of the best talents that we've seen in our generation, and so is Freddie. Alonso, he hasn't done enough yet.
Okay.
Obviously, has a single-season rookie home run record. Take that. And then, but he's not a better hitter than Freeman and Harper combined. Mm-hmm. And look, don't get me wrong. I love Pete. I love Pete to death. He's having a great year this year, proving that he deserves a big-ass contract this year, which I guarantee he will get.
Yeah.
But if we're going by longevity, legacy and talent, his career just doesn't compare to these two combined. But yeah, I'd cut Pete Alonso.
What you got, Eddie?
I'm starting Bryce, and I think you're valid, though, for that whole he's new at first baseman. I just can't take away from the fact of what he's done.
His hitting.
His hitting, I cannot take away the MVPs, the All-Star appearances. The only thing Freddie has over him in terms of accolades is obviously the rings, because Bryce left Washington and immediately won one, which is absolutely crazy.
I remember that shit.
I will bench Freddie. Again, great power hitters, big longevity, consistencies there. Class act guy. I'll never, ever hate you, Freddie, for what you did in Game 1 of the World Series. I will never hate you for that.
Freddie, giving me Freddie?
Oh, my goodness. I'm going to cut Pete. Just can't. He just doesn't have the stats to match up with them, like you said. He's been in the league less time than they have, so obviously it's not going to add up. But in terms of skill set, the bats, I think he's up there, but he's still not better than them in that aspect.
No.
So what does Pete have any over them? Really nothing. Outside of maybe his scoopy ability at first. Other than that, that's
okay.
No, because think about it. Alonso became more of a dynamic hitter this year because normally over these last couple of years, and you've known this, he's mostly hit home runs.
Yeah, he's usually a 230 guy with 40
this year. He's hitting I think he's hitting
342.
Yeah, he's saying 342, and I think they said he has more doubles than he did during his rookie year. Because rookie year he hit 53 home runs. He rarely hit anything else but home runs. That's why I said, now, if Alonso was younger, what is he, 30?
Yeah.
If he started out his career, early on, young, and if he was, at their age, and he still did what he does, and, had that, then we'd have an argument. But he's only been in the MLB for 6 years.
I always find that interesting about MLB. The players they come in 3 years after they actually join the league or whatever.
They come out halfway through. Paul Skeens came up halfway in his rookie year, but then you have a guy who waits 4 years. It's it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, but, Paul Skeens barely played during minor leagues.
There was just no reason for him to send him down.
Let's get to the second baseman. All right, I think I might have this. Ketel Marte. Ketel Marte. Marcus Seaman. Pause. Jose Altuve, right?
Pause.
Jose
Altuve's right.
Altuve.
Is it Simeon?
Simeon.
Is it Simeon?
Simeon.
Okay.
All right, Marcus
You're
Simeon.
missing the I. Just like you did when we played Guess Who.
Yo, fuck you, whiteboards.
Sean Livingston.
Yo.
Livingston.
Yeah. All right, for the second baseman, what you got, Eddie?
Starting Jose. I don't care about the cheating shit. I mean, his accolades wipe these guys away.
Can we see the tattoo?
His accolades. The guy's my height. I am
our
sitting on a fucking couch
He's
right
both
now.
of our heights.
I can't swing a bat. I have a lot of perspective of Jose Altuve. For what he has done, I understand the cheating. He's still been a fucking fantastic player.
Okay.
So, and now he's playing what? He's in right field now?
Left field.
What the fuck?
I don't know
Now
why
he's in
the
left
fuck
field.
they did that.
I don't know why it is. I'm benching Simeon. Has the ring with Texas. Been a consistent power hitter his entire career. Cattell is getting cut. I do love Cattell. I know he finished right behind Lindor in NL MVP voting last year. He had a great year. But in his 10-year career, he hasn't been as outstanding as the other two guys in comparison. And a lot of aspects of the game. Therefore, I mean, it was kind of easy decision for me to cut Cattell.
Okay. How about you, Chris?
I got nothing to change.
Oh,
Fuck.
being paid.
Damn it. I gotta say some fuck shit for him to say getting wild up.
Oh,
dude.
come on.
All right. For the third baseman, we have Jose.
Start prep 80.
Jose Ramirez.
There you go. Okay.
Fuck. Prep 80.
Rafael Devers.
Okay.
Okay. And Manny Machado. I know Manny Machado. I know that name very well.
Yeah,
But
Fuck
yeah.
Manny Machado.
What you got, Eddie?
Starting Manny Machado. This was actually a little tougher. I'm starting him.
Okay.
That guy has consistently put up fucking numbers. Consistent on bad Baltimore teams, on bad San Diego teams. I remember when he signed with San Diego out of Baltimore. Oh, I'm sorry, out of the Dodgers when he got traded there. And San Diego was terrible. Everyone's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Okay.
Still put up ridiculous numbers
Isn't
there.
that like when they had Eric Hosmer and all that shit?
Dude, they were the blue logo.
Oh yeah, and Tatis played like in the blue.
Tatis was probably in Chicago's farm system still at this time. I don't think Tatis was even there yet. This was a while ago. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Also,
he played like when they were bad.
also a great third baseman on the field. Guy's made some acrobatic plays. Has a strong arm. I hate his attitude, but we'll love to have him. Benching Jose for what he's done in Cleveland should not go unnoticed. They should build him a fucking statue if they win a ring. If he's not on that team, the amount of value he brings to this team, dude, they're a terrible fucking team. I know they have a lot of other guys around him, but like, hold on, he's a main priority, main thing. What do you have? He had a 40-40 last year, Jose. 40-40. Big motherfucker, 40 stolen bases.
Okay.
I mean, that's crazy. And I'm cutting Rafael. That's tough. He's one of the top third basemen in the
Oh
league.
wait, actually, he had 39 home runs last year.
How many stolen bases?
54. Wait,
50. What the fuck?
wait.
SB.
Oh no, 41.
He almost had a 40-40.
That's
Okay.
So he was
Crazy.
one home run away from 40-40.
Okay. Devers. Insane power hitter. He's neck and neck with these guys.
Okay.
But for what they have done, longevity-wise,
Yeah.
consistency, Devers been in the league for not as long as these. At least I don't think so. Do you fact check me on that?
For what?
For Devers being in the league longer than Jose and definitely not Machado. Machado's been here for a long time.
Yeah, Devers has been.
No,
the
Manny
MLB
Machado. I feel like that's a name I've seen a lot.
He's been in the league for a long
He's
time.
been in the MLB since 2017.
Okay.
And
Jose's like 2015.
2013.
Okay, so yeah,
So longer.
point proven. Yeah, so it's simple. It's good. This is a common theme here.
Yeah.
It's a common theme.
What you got, Chris, for this the third baseman?
I know what he's saying.
Nothing to change.
Yep. I know.
Stats is fucking.
I know.
Yeah.
No, I know. It's
All right, so
Like
for-
you're not gonna start anyone over.
I'll be honest with you, catchers. I have no fucking idea. I didn't write the catchers down. I can't decide with this one at all.
all right, so we're not gonna have to
one of the
do.
catchers. Fuck you.
We ain't gotta worry about the catchers yet
It's
because
so
I'm not gonna
hard,
lie.
dude.
Yo, these names look so. I'll butcher
we just
this
Actually,
shit
hold
out.
on. Skip the catchers. We're gonna announce them. Say their names.
Yo,
Whom?
No,
I don't.
Please.
The first, I don't even like. My brain wants
Come
to
on,
say
you
my
can say it.
literally home address. Adley.
Okay.
Shit.
Close.
I am Rochman. I don't know.
Rutschman.
Rutschman. And you got William Contreras.
You're missing the R's.
And we got JT Realmuto.
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 Okay. He wasn't too bad.
Have it.
All right. Livingston.
Livingston.
What's up? Geno Atkins.
Gene Atkins.
Gene Atkins. All right, let's go with the NBA start bench cut. Chris, you can roll off with the point guards.
So for the point guards, we got, who it is, Damian Lillard,
Yes.
Kyrie, and then Jason Kidd.
Oof.
Let's start off with Aaron.
Ooh, this is a tough one because Kyrie's my guy, but Jason Tatum, bro, he's one of the OGs that's always been clutch.
Kidd?
So,
Kidd?
Her Tatum.
oh, sorry, yeah, Jason Kidd.
Fuck Jason
I was like,
Tatum.
holy shit.
Yeah, so I'm going to I'm starting Kyrie just off of basis skills because he's a better skill player than between Dame and Jason Kidd. And I'm going to bench Kidd because he just has a better overall historical career over Damian Lillard at this moment. Hopefully Dame gets better, but what you got, Eddie?
I am starting Uncle Drew, Kyrie Irving. Best handles I've ever seen. Has the rings, has the accolades, has the stats. Longevity again. I mean, this is what we're basing it off of. I mean, it's there. And also his game, you can put in any era, and he's going to fucking dominate. So, even in the future. I'm benching J. Kidd. For one reason. And this was a little tougher because Dame, I love Dame. Kidd has rings. Kidd did a lot more. We talked about the Jokic thing before. I'm not comparing them, obviously, but Kidd did a lot more than just scoring.
Yes.
One of the best dishers I've ever seen in my entire life. An underrated defender for his size. Was a vital piece for the New Jersey Nets early teams making the finals.
Yeah.
Also, again, played 18 years. So, other than that,
18
years. 95 to 13, I looked that up before. And Lillard, again, also, first of all, fucking stubbed Kyrie off the All-75 team, number one.
Yeah, I know.
Like, Dame's on there. I'm sorry.
Wait,
Kyrie's
who else
better,
got
in my
snubbed?
opinion.
Dwight Howard got
snubbed.
Yeah.
We have him on here.
Yeah.
Fuck him. I'm kidding. So, I'm benching Dame. I mean, just doesn't have the ring to help out, the playoff experience. One of the best years I'll ever see in my life. And skill sets wise, beats out some of these guys a little bit, but I just like...
Kyrie Irving, Jason Kidd's overall game, I'm taking over Dame.
I'm taking over Dame. And I think Dame's probably obviously the best shooter on here.
Yes.
But other than that, I don't know. That's all there is for that.
All right, bet. You want to roll in the shooting guards?
I'll roll the shooting guards. Who we got? Start bench cut. AI, Ray Allen, Klay Thompson.
Ooh.
Hello, Klay Thompson. You know that video of Curry's kid?
Cannon.
Hello,
What's up?
Klay Thompson.
What's up, Cannon?
What's up, Cannon? Sorry, keep going.
Yo, this one's an interesting one. I'm not gonna lie. I like this trio, this combination of these three because one, Allen Iverson speaks for himself. He speaks volumes just because he's one of the greatest Hall of Fame players of all time. But I'm going to start Klay Thompson.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. He was an
Christ.
influential role, bro. The second option for the dynasty for the Warriors. Yes, I am.
Which one?
Bro, stop it.
Before KD or after KD?
Either
Both.
one. It don't make a difference. Who was playing defense? Him, 3-and-D. Facts. I'm starting Klay Thompson. I'm going to bench. This one is tough because Ray Allen has 2 rings, hit the big shot for the Heat against the Spurs.
Fuck Kawhi Leonard.
And was a key piece for the Celtics when they won.
Boo.
But the thing about Allen Iverson, he's just so culturally great. But we just talking about basketball, so I'm gonna cut AI. I'm benching Ray.
Whew.
Yeah. If we talking about hoops on the court, I'm benching Ray Allen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're cutting Allen Iverson?
Yeah, I'm cutting an AI. If we're talking about cultural preference and stance, AI started. But we talking about hoops. We talking about a man that won your team a ring. We talking about hoops. So I'm benching Ray Allen. Yeah, I know. It's crazy to say, but yeah.
I guess you haven't read the new thing at work. Stay off the weed.
Yo, no, I read that. I remember. Let's not get into that.
Stay off the fucking weed.
I'm starting Klay Thompson. I'm benching Ray Allen, and I'm cutting Allen Iverson. No disrespect to AI. Cultural, great. But on the court, if we talking about straight hoops, Ray Allen better.
I just want to throw you out this fucking window right now.
It's open. Who you start benching cutting, bro?
I'm studying Allen Iverson.
Okay.
How the hell could you not start generational point guard, literally one of the best handles of all? He carried this team to the fucking finals.
1 year and never won.
Yeah, because he had to go up against fucking Shaq and Kobe.
Okay, and he went to the Nuggets to play with Melo and Billup and
Okay, he wasn't in his prime. Stop it.
Klay Thompson was low-key out of his prime and still helped the team get to the playoffs with the Warriors.
Would you stop it?
Hey, man. But yeah,
Klay Thompson was in his fucking prime when they were winning. Stop it.
all right, who you going to
The
cut?
only time he was not in his prime was when he tore his ACL.
Yeah, and with the Mavs this year, he led them to the playoffs, you know. Something that AI didn't do in his later stages in his career, but continue on. Who you cutting?
Klay.
Klay?
Tell me Klay, man.
Just
I got to give respect to my boy Ray Allen. He got me a ring, man.
Fuck you, Ray Allen. Tim Duncan
Turn your
would've
ringer
been-
off.
Yeah, Tim Duncan would have been 6-0, bro. He
Nah.
would have been 6-0, bro. But let's
You
roll
have
in.
no idea how good Tim Duncan is. I love that old.
Let's roll in
Remember
small
the commercial
forwards.
for Foot Locker? Him? No way. That's insane. I'm bouncing off the wall. And
All right.
it turns over. I just knocked over.
Settle down.
Facts. So for small forwards, we have Carmelo Anthony, Kawhi Leonard, and everybody's favorite player, Jimmy Butler, aka Mr. Buckets.
Mr. fucking bitch boy.
Who are you going to start bench cut, Eddie?
Oh, this is easy for me. I'm starting Kawhi.
Okay.
Starting Kawhi.
Go.
Injuries, sure. Other than that, if Kawhi Leonard's healthy, everybody wants a Kawhi Leonard on their basketball
Fuck
team.
you, Zaza Pachulia.
Dead ass, though. Everyone wants a Kawhi Leonard.
Yes.
Okay? I'm benching Melo.
Okay.
Again, similar to the Kyrie thing, but like Kawhi's just that much better than what the Kyrie's going up against. Melo's offensive game, you could bring in any era too. That triple threat, fucking forget it. You can shoot for anyone on the court. I understand defense was lackluster, say the least, but that is what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna cut Jimmy.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you, Chris?
Starting Mr. Bad Knees.
Hey man,
I'm surprised.
Yo, I love the love about Kawhi. But yo, say it again. He's starting who again, bro?
Bad Knees.
Kawhi
He
Leonard.
won't say
Yeah.
the government name.
Kawhi Leonard is his government name. You know, he's from Los Angeles.
Bad
I mean,
Knees-
San Diego. My bad.
Fine, I'll say his full government name. Kawhi Bad Knees Leonard. There you go.
All right, who you gonna cut?
Fucking twig legs. I'm benching Melo
Okay.
because Melo, great player. Sad that he never won a fucking ring.
Really, he's a great player.
He's
Really? Real?
He's a Hall of Famer.
It's sarcasm. Shut up.
Yeah.
You don't like him because he was the Knicks.
I
Stop
don't
it.
give a fuck. He win anything there.
Why
And
are you cutting Jimmy?
Because fuck you, Jimmy.
If this was 3 months ago, he's starting him.
Yeah, I know. Right?
On record.
Yeah.
No,
If this was
no.
December 1st, he's starting.
No.
Wait. When did all the drama come? I think it was
Oh my god.
the summertime for y'all.
Even with all the drama and shit, I'm still not starting Jimmy. Fuck you, Jimmy.
All right, rolling the power forwards, bro.
For power forwards, we got Anthony Davis, the
Okay.
big ticket Kevin Garnett, and then my boy, Chris Bosh.
Ooh.
Eddie, we're going right to you.
Alrighty. We are starting the big ticket Kevin Garnett.
Okay.
Of course.
We are starting him, the dominance of him, the vital role. If he ain't traded to Boston, they're not winning.
Yeah.
Straight up. Finals MVP. Right? Finals MVP? He won that? He won Finals
Yeah.
MVP that year. Okay.
They gave your team, Brooklyn.
Another guy that played 20 years, roughly. Even though towards the end he wasn't as great, but it is what it is. It's getting closer, but I know AD's career is slowly coming down. But I'm benching AD. I think he's the more talented player on here.
Yeah.
By a good amount. I just think the pure dominance of Kevin Garnett and all his accolades beat out Anthony Davis at the moment. If AD stayed healthy for the majority of his career, his durability is going to keep going as well. Shit, this might be a different answer,
Yeah.
but I'm going to roll with that. Bosh did nothing wrong. His
no,
career just got cut off.
Yeah.
His talent-wise,
Fuck you,
again,
blood clots.
He's just a.
Fuck
He's
blood
just
clots.
he's just a casualty in this sense with these three. That's
That's it.
honestly
That's all it is.
Yeah.
But other than that motherfucker was a fucking. No offense to Miami, Toronto Chris Bosh was fucking different.
I actually never. I gotta watch. I never watched that.
Dreads.
Yeah, I never watched
Dread
that.
Chris
honestly.
Bosh.
Please, dude, was insane.
I wish he had that in Miami.
Oh, you want to get rid of that?
Well, for this one, start bench
Probably 'cause
cut.
LeBron told him to shave it.
I'm going to I'm cutting Bosh. No disrespect, Bosh, great player, But between this for starting, Anthony Davis and KG. I know KG got the regular season MVP, right? I believe so.
Do you win that in like
02 or
When he was with
03 or
the
something?
Timberwolves?
Yeah, with the Timberwolves,
Sure.
yes.
What Finals MVP has the ring? Yeah.
But it's hard for me not to start Anthony Davis
I know,
because of
this was
how
close for me.
talented he is, bro.
This is close.
I'm gonna start AD, man. Yeah.
I can't hate on it.
Yeah.
I can't.
It's
hate
just
on
that
it.
he's more talented player.
That's
than
fine. No,
KG,
I see.
yeah.
This is like Hakeem. You want Hakeem or Shaq?
Yeah,
This
for
is
real.
kind of the
Yeah.
same thing.
Honestly, I could see this comparison in like 10 years if Anthony Davis has another like consistent 3 years of playing really great.
Yeah.
So yeah. But you want to roll in the centers real quick?
Oh, Roman. Yeah, we got. This is the easy one. At least for me, it was. Rolling in Dwight Howard, Ben Wallace, and Pau Gasol.
Ooh.
Christopher James Cantello. Full government dropped. Someone look up his address.
Tell everyone my social security number.
I wish I knew. 094
Yeah.
46
Gabagool, fuck you.
1779.
Oh yeah. How are you gonna start bench cut though, Chris?
Starting's tough.
I know, bro. I'm trying
But
to figure out right now.
if I had to choose,
Damn.
I would have to go
I
with.
kind of have someone. Well, I see why it's tough. I get it, but like for me, I have a one.
It's
thing that
between
gives me-
two, but I would have to start Pau Gasol.
Okay.
What the fuck was that for?
Just felt like doing it.
I would have to start Pau Gasol because longevity. He had the better career than Dwight.
Yeah.
He got went to L.A., resurged his career, got some rings from Kobe, and then he was just. And then after that, he just fell apart. And then benching, I'm gonna bench Dwight Howard.
Okay.
And then I'm cutting Ben Wallace because besides defense, what the fuck could he really
No,
do?
dude, I watched Ben Wallace highlights like 2 weeks ago.
I don't want to hear about the bad boy Pistons.
Dude, he was fucking terrifying to go up against.
Bro,
No, he
the
was-
scare. Someone made a fucking edit to him by the song of "Can't Be Touched" by Roy Jones. And the way the announcer used to announce his name would come out, it was like Ben Wallace. I was like, yo, all right.
Nah, I'm not gonna
it was
lie.
scary shit out there.
What's it called? Matt Barnes and Steven
Steve
Jackson.
Jackson, yeah.
They just interviewed Reggie Miller, so it made me go back to watch that shit.
Yo,
For real, I'm not gonna
fucking
lie.
nuts.
That was a crazy time.
I think
for
he won.
basketball.
How many times did he win D-point? Like 3, 4?
3 or 4 times.
Fucking crazy.
For me, start bench
4
cut.
times.
I'm being biased with this one, bro, and it's due to family. I'm starting Ben Wallace because my cousin has a ring with him, Mike James. He was on the team with Detroit. That's me being biased.
Oh,
Listen.
A ring is a ring. That's all I can say. But if for benching Paul Gasol or Dwight, I don't know, bro. This one is tough because we know what Dwight with the Magic, how great he was.
That's what
But we
reason,
know how
yeah.
Paul Gasol, when he went to the Lakers, he just turned it up a notch, and
They
he was
traded
forced to.
Kwame Brown.
Yeah.
They traded Kwame Brown for him.
I'm a bench Paul Gasol. I'm gonna cut Dwight Howard, and that's just me being biased. I'm always gonna start Ben Simmons, man. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Ben
Simmons?
Wallace. Shout out,
Yeah,
yo,
wait, hold on now. Hold
shout
on
out,
now.
shout out to Ben Simmons. He is a Clipper, so nothing but
Oh.
respect. Nothing but the respect.
So
For-
that's the
for
team that was the team that he was horrible with. Fucking Ben Simmons, Brooklyn.
This is New Jersey. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, still Nets.
For the
yeah.
record, I'm starting Dwight, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Shout out to White, man. He really got
Orlando
himself
Magic
a win.
Dwight Howard was a store brand of Ben Wallace there because I used to be scared as fuck. Store brand. Dude, I was petrified to play the Magic as a New Jersey Nets fan. You're losing by 30 every time because Dwight's putting up 28-17 with 7 blocks.
That
on you.
is too funny in New Jersey. Yo, I like that comparison. But that wraps up all start bench cut. You ready to go to guess who?
Ha, yeah.
Yeah.
Ha.
We're gonna do some NBA. So first, starting off, Rip, you ready?
Oh shit.
Let me know when you guys are ready.
Oh my god.
Oh wait,
you got
do
the
I get
whiteboards?
I do got the whiteboard.
Oh, grab them real quick.
Get your
then.
bubblegum
Bet,
dum dum head ass the fuck over there and get them.
bet. Dumb, give me gum.
Bubblegum dum dum, give me gum. Ah, fuck! I fucked it up.
Talking to me like that,
Where's your mother at?
Oh man, bro got the whiteboards. He's pulling them out. Yeah, my worst enemy. That's a fact, bro. I can't spell, man. I gotta learn how to spell, Eddie. For real.
Are those new? How many did you buy?
Yeah.
A worried mother does better research than the FBI. That's facts. I know your mom be fucking researching some fuck shit out here, dude.
I'm dead.
What's her social security number? hey, listen, I said some fucking crazy shit to him at work when it was his mom's birthday a couple days ago. So I was like,
yeah.
I won't say like the whole thing, but I was like,
Does everyone need to know about the fucking dances that you do? Hey.
I can do
What
them. That's a different story. So
That's a different story.
I was like, hey man, like, how old's your mom? He tells me his mom's age. I won't put it on for the cameras.
Yeah.
Tells me mom's. Well, this will give it away, but I was like, how old's your mom? Oh, she's this. Really? Yeah. Oh, so she's eligible for Social Security then.
The benefits. I know what age that is. I got grandparents that I got that check in the mail.
He just said he has grandparents.
I got they're in their 70s, bro. Late 70s.
All right, you're good.
Yes,
You're good.
yes.
You good now?
You got the words, bro. Yo, blame Eddie, bro. Don't blame me. I'm sorry,
Gold
bro.
on my chain. Gold on my. I'm only saying that because the fucking chain's out. Gold on my.
Yo.
Talk about my mother's social security. Fuck out of here.
No, your
Don't
mother. We
believe
love your
just
mother,
much.
bro. I seen
I
her.
really do
I
love
seen
your
her in the
mother,
store on
fucking
Saturday. The first thing I said, I'm like, "Happy birthday!" You know, that
What
was
was
the
she
first
buying?
thing.
Green peppers?
I have no clue. Honestly. I didn't really look in the card. I was listening to like G Herbo, so I was like locked in,
valid.
bro. I'm not gonna lie.
That's valid.
Yeah, but we have guests.
Drop eggs after fucking you did that.
Yeah, that was that day, bro. I dropped 3 cases of eggs, bro. Yeah,
Nah. This economy can't be doing that.
yeah, it was rough. Yeah.
Bro, the mic stand would be perfect right now because I can't fucking.
Hey, bro. Hey, you got to figure it out. But, all right, so we have Guess Who, and we have NBA.
Manager.
First off, you ready? Warriors, Knicks, Rockets, Lakers, Hornets, Nets, Hawks, and Raptors.
When did he play for the Raptors?
Hold up. I forgot about those stats, too. You want
Jesus.
those stats, bro.
How the fuck did you not come prepared?
I do have a wait.
No, it's not even
You guys
big.
not the Raptors?
Huh?
You guys about the Raptors? Okay, I have a.
Wait a minute. It was Warriors, Rockets.
Yeah, it's I'll say it again. Warriors, Knicks, Rockets, Lakers, Hornets, Nets, Hawks, and Raptors. And you said, what was the question again?
Oh, I got it.
Jeremy Lin.
Oh, you got it.
Fuck!
Oh, you didn't show it. Oh, shit. Chris got it.
Fucking piece of shit! Fuck these! I'm breaking this fucking whiteboard.
You forgot about the...
You gotta be quicker than that.
Go fuck yourself. Now I'm making mom jokes for the rest of the fucking night.
I hope she fucking walks.
I hope she does too for my eyes.
All right, bet. All right, the next...
Please help me,
ready?
Gabagool. God damn it.
All right, so next up is Cavs, Spurs, Raptors, Lakers, 76ers, Grizzlies, Cavs, and 76ers.
Danny Green.
Yeah, you got it.
Fuck!
Tied up, 1-1.
My West Bab legend.
Fucking Long Island native. God damn it.
Shout
Yeah,
out.
no, I love Danny Green, but he can never do any wrong to me, honestly. All right, so the next, you guys ready? Clippers, Heat, Thunder, Wizards, Bobcats,
Oh my god.
Bucks, Wizards, Cavs,
What the fuck?
Shit.
Nets, and Warriors.
I got that joint a lock here. Hey Chris, you know what's really funny about this guy? You know what's really funny about this guy? I spelled this fucking name right, Sean Livingston. Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. 2.
You're a bitch. Taking my fucking answer. I used them on our last guest here. Fuck you. Get your own content, bitch.
Damn.
You fucking fake news piece of shit.
fake news piece of shit.
That was my fucking thing, you asshole. You know what? Next time we do football, I'm putting Geno Atkins again. Fuck off.
I'm going to spell it right that time.
No, you're not. I
All
guarantee you my paycheck. You won't.
Yeah. All right. Bet. All right. Next, we have up Celtics, Wolves, Rockets, Mavs, Nets, Pacers, Suns, Heat, Celtics, and Rockets.
Ooh, you lost me on those last 4 teams.
Joe Green.
Yep, he got it. Tied up 2-2. Tied up.
I remember Miami Heat Joe Green, baby.
Yeah.
New Jersey Nets Joe Green better, bitch.
Bro, he has so many great moments at every damn team
That
he
fucking
landed
that
at, bro.
windmill alley.
That was
ridiculous.
2-on-1. Green the finish.
Like, bro, I'm not gonna lie. He cooked
I
on
remember
every
that
team.
shit.
Watch that shit live.
Joe Green.
Right over
All right.
Samuel Dallenberg. Shout
You
out.
guys ready for the next one?
Samuel Dadaver.
Hawks, Celtics, 76ers, Thunder, and Celtics.
Someone break his board.
Yo,
Al Horford.
Yeah, yo. Bro,
I hate Al Horford.
Fuck you,
dude.
Al Horford.
I hate Al Horford so fucking much, dude.
that's everybody. He's Dominican, right? Yeah, so I think he played for the national team over the summer.
I don't give a fuck. Fuck him. You play for Boston.
Shit's like Chris.
Yeah. Over the head type
Watch
shit.
your mouth.
I have no idea how Chris shoots. I'm just guessing. Makes a lot of sense.
The next one, bro, was actually funny because when I typed in the name, I'm not gonna lie, the first shit kind of pissed me off what popped up due to
So you spelled it wrong.
due to the algorithm on Google.
Oh,
But-
I was about to say, did you fucking not know how to say his name, or did you spell his name?
No. All right, so the next one, you ready? Grizzly Nets.
When did he play for the Nets?
Oh yeah, tell me that fucking information, you dick.
2024.
What the fuck? Oh, fuck this, dude. I'm gonna be pissed if I spell this wrong.
Zaire Williams.
No, fuck that.
Fuck you.
He had it first.
Fuck!
Wait.
Wait. I want to see what it's.
He spelled it right.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did.
No, there's two. Fuck
It's a
you.
Z,
I know
yeah.
there's two. There's two eyes in there.
Yeah, it's 2 eyes.
I know
way.
my guy's fucking name.
No way.
Damn, that's
Son of a bitch.
the score is tied 3-3.
Fuck.
Okay.
I know my guy's name, dude.
Great, I just pulled an Aaron. I can't spell. Fuck.
Loves out here.
Fuck you. You're still at school.
Yo, facts.
Get your
I
degree,
can't even
bitch.
deny it. All right, you guys want to go for game point right now?
Why not?
Game point?
Of course he wants to.
Why not?
You want to go for game point, Chris?
What's on the line?
Fuck it.
You know what? If we're gonna go with game point, let me do this one instead.
I already know this one's gonna piss.
I need like 20 names.
All right, bet you guys
20
ready?
teams, I should say.
Nets,
Oh, yeah.
Blazers, Nuggets, Pistons, Hornets, Clippers, Suns.
When do you play for the Nets?
Pulling it up right now. He played for the Nets in the year of 2013
And what
to 2015. I'll give you that. Yeah.
was the team after the Nets? I'm sorry.
Nets, Blazers, Nuggets.
Wait, so his last year in Brooklyn was 2014, 2015?
2015.
Yes, that's correct.
2014, 2015.
What position?
All right, position.
Oh, that was just
What is it? Yeah, center.
someone take it. Don't say. I have a guy in my head. It's definitely not him. Oh fuck! I know the name.
Mason Plumlee.
Fuck you.
Bang! Mason Plumlee. And that wraps up Guess Who, bro. NBA edition. Chris with the win, but the 1-point victory, bro. That was a hell of a match.
Just
I like
the Knicks
that.
last night.
Yeah, fuck some fuck shit. I'm gonna say.
Go New York, go New York, go. Oh man, nah, that was fun. That was fun to do that again. We haven't done that in so long, bro. But let's continue with the NBA talk with the playoffs, because it is the second round, and we do have a few questions. So my first question is Tyrese Halliburton, bro. I know the Cavs.
Yeah.
Yo.
I got another one.
I know the Cavs are undermanned right now due to injuries with Garland being out, Evan Mobley being out, and DeAndre Hunter being out. Bro, you think Tyrese Halliburton will take advantage of this?
Get that fucking off your voice. You fuck.
Jesus
Oh, really? You
Christ.
want to play that one?
All right.
I'm sorry.
Settle down,
play
Eddie.
that one?
Settle down. Settle
I
down.
will write a fucking name on this board and
Excuse
show it
me.
to everybody.
Settle down. Jesus Christ.
You know who I'm talking about.
I know exactly, but let's
not
settle
giving a face.
down. Settle down, guys. But now with Tyrese Halliburton, what you guys think about this? With him beating the Cavs, even though they're undermanned right now.
Listen, he's still showing. He's the guy. Like
Yeah.
he's the guy in Indiana. He was voted as the most overrated player by the league themselves.
Which I thought was disrespectful.
Extremely disrespectful. He proved last year he could be the guy, and he's proving this year. Again, they're undermanned. This is
Yeah.
still how many wins the Cavs have? They're number one seed. I don't know how many wins they had.
60. Hold
Okay,
on.
pull it
regardless,
up.
in the 60s. Fundamentally sound basketball team coached by Kenny Atkinson, and he's putting them on the back. He's putting them on the back. He won the game in game 2. He beat a Bucks team that matched up pretty damn well with them.
64 and 18.
This is I don't. The one thing about this whole story to me is that
Yeah.
I feel really bad with Cleveland because last year they went to the same fucking shit.
Yeah.
No D Mitch, Garland, Jared Allen maybe was like in this hurt.
Atkinson was the coach last year.
I understand that, but if they're
the
healthy,
same team.
If they're healthy, they make it another run too. So, but in terms of Tyrese, he's proving why he's not
Okay.
the most overrated player. And I understand they're undermanned. He's still he's performing. He's the one doing the performance.
Facts. And for Chris, so tonight's game is going to be the Warriors versus the Timberwolves. I can't wait. Game
Currently,
2.
they're playing right now. Currently,
Yeah.
they're losing 8-0.
Oh, shit. I was literally going to ask, so
Playoff Jimmy.
yeah.
Fuck out of here.
With Curry being out for game 2 right now tonight and possibly game 3, what do you think about the Warriors overcoming the Wolves? What do you think?
It's gonna be tough.
Yeah?
Especially if Ant-Man gets hot and the whole team gets hot. It's gonna be a real problem. You need Curry. They can't play with it. But the question is, I know that Golden State has a little bit some of death. But the question is it enough to make it a way where Jimmy Butler doesn't have to do everything again? Because, he basically came – I think he even said it the other day, during the post-game interview. I think he said, we need Steph Curry or else we're not going to win this.
Yeah, he said that.
He literally admitted live on television to the public, if we don't have Curry, we're not winning.
Nah, for
like
real.
normally he would have said like, "Oh, I can do it, like no problem," just like he did a couple years ago when he said, "If I was playing, Boston would have been home, New York would have been home, fucking all these teams 1-1, we would have done shit." But this year, he's not saying that
Yeah, and
because he knows that shit could get you into real trouble.
yeah, and like I know Ant-Man had a bad game for game one, but bruh, like you said, he turns it up a notch, get a few flashy dunks within the game. He's going straight killer
I'm not
mode.
saying like he is, but I'm saying what other reports
Yeah.
said, like he kind of has like the Michael Jordan thing that like when he gets on fire, you're like, oh shit.
Yes.
Like when you know like he's gonna have a good game, you're just like, uh oh.
Yeah, and
Like you better lock him the fuck up, or else because you let him blow by you or let him get open, it's not gonna end well for you.
yeah, and that's crazy though with the Wolves that before they started the series with the Warriors, Rudy Gobert was the one that actually clutched up during the last game.
I was gonna say, think about it. It wasn't Anthony Edwards
Yeah.
that won him the game. Rudy Gobert dropped like 20 and like 20
I
rebounds.
never thought I'll be able to see that, but
I was mad about that game because his over/under on points was
Yeah.
6.5. I took the fucking under into that. Bro,
Serves your ass.
does anyone
Serves
expect?
your ass.
Does anyone expect Rudy Gobert to
I'm
drop a
dead.
fucking 20 bomb?
Hell no.
Like really,
I expect more than 6 out of the fucking $40 million dollar.
dude? He
year,
doesn't
man.
really fucking score that much.
But yo, let's talk about the opposite end because even though we talked about the Celtics earlier, I want to reiterate them because, bro, they really collapsed 2 games in a row, up by 20, up by 30 possibly throughout these first 2 games. And
It just they're proving the point that when they literally live and die by the 3, and when they don't have it, they are in trouble.
yeah,
And like I'll give them other props, like Porzingis is not well right now. There's something definitely wrong with him. Like you had injuries like during like this postseason because I know Tatum got hurt and like Tatum had the wrist injury. I'm pretty sure Jalen Brown had an injury. Holiday had an injury. Porzingis had some injuries, but they just proved that when you don't go by your identity,
Okay.
you're fucked.
yeah,
Like I just told you before, they shot over 100. They shot 100 threes through 2 games, 100, and they made 25% of them. Like that's bad. And the worst part is like you were on the Grimps. Like if this shit doesn't happen, they're up 2-0 going to Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
Saturday. But no, their game plan, like they fell, but like and Tatum not coming out in the fourth quarter. Their whole team like just not backing them up and everything, and just I mean you can't blame it because freaking Jalen Brunson
Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, and
and
Cat.
Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah. Yo, the thing about Cat, bro, this shit pissed me off watching that game last night.
Michael, quick.
Cat has the height advantage against all the Celtic players on the floor. If you don't get in the damn
Well, besides
post,
Porzingis,
bro, Porzingis is baby weight to compare to Cat. Honestly, if you don't get on the block and post up and get them in foul trouble to make the game more easier for Brunson and Cut, like just watching that game last night kind of irritated me because
that's
I'm
what
like.
I'm pretty sure that's what they even said last night. That they said like with all these problems with
Yeah.
their like especially with Al Horford's still a great like a good defender.
He's old, though.
but he's old.
Yeah.
But they were saying like we get it. Like Cat can just not like drive into the paint. Like he could shoot. But like they were saying that like if you really want to beat them more, you gotta crash the boards and take it to
I was getting ready to say that they only won by 1 point last night, right? Realistically, the Knicks should have won by 12 if Cat was dominant like he should have been. Like he should have had a 40-piece game, a 50-piece game last night, Cat, because he started off the first half pretty hot.
I mean, he didn't have a bad game. He did have 21 and 17 on 9 for 16 shooting.
Yeah.
And think about it. He only shot 1 3 yesterday. And yeah, he only shot 1 3 yesterday. That was it.
And honestly, that's actually pretty good, honestly, because like watching the game, it looked like he was just roving around the
But
three-point
the
line.
problem
majority
is
of the
also with the
time.
Knicks, speaking about Cat, he's got to get out of fucking foul trouble.
Bro, that's never gonna happen, bro.
No.
I was watching, I think he had a
First
quick
setup, he's playing 2K.
No, it's obviously we know it's hard, but like you got to stay out of foul trouble.
Bruh.
Like I'm pretty sure the other day in game 1, I don't know if he fouled out or he was close to
He had
fouling.
3 quick fouls in the I think in the second quarter, and they had to pull him or something like that.
I want to look it up because yesterday he ended the game with 4 fouls.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I think he had 3 in the first half or 2. But game 1 he had 5 fouls. And think about it, if he gets hurt, if he gets fouled out in overtime, You never know what happened.
Yeah, no, that would have been rash.
And then they were fucking doing the Hacker Robinson yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Mitchell. Get that man off the fucking court. Jesus.
That motherfucker airballed the
Dude,
Yo, that wasn't
was
even
worse
fucking
than-
funny.
No, the crazy thing, because
that was worse than Shaq.
I'm watching the game and I put my head down for that exact moment when he puts it up. I thought he switched the shit. I look up. I'm like, oh,
Dude,
shit,
did you hear the
airballed it.
Did you hear the commentators like when he airballed? They were like, "Whoa!"
That's why I picked my
Reggie
head
Miller.
up,
I
bro.
love Reggie Miller. Anytime
Reggie
he
Miller,
announces
he
the
was
Knicks
like,
game, I
whoa,
love
whoa.
him.
He was like, "What the hell was that?"
I think the one thing I want to hit on with the Celtics, though, is you lost the first 2 games by combined 4 points. You're up 2-0 if you hit 2 threes.
Yeah, 2 threes and clean
And
up
you're
all the
missing,
damn
and like,
turnovers.
and the stat that Chris pulled out was that how many threes are they open by? They're missing
Like,
60% of the threes are open.
I think like they've had 40 plus open threes.
Just hit your shots. That's your system. You hit your shots. This is a completely different discussion by 2 buckets. But look, what's more, and like if the Celtics were in a close game and lost the same score,
yeah.
in a close game throughout the entire game, we're sitting here going, okay, simple fix. Simple fix. You have 2 20-point blown leads
Yeah.
by missing 75 threes.
This reminds me of the Clippers when we lost to the damn Nuggets in that damn bubble, bro. For real.
Like, it's completely
Wow.
different. Okay.
Got a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, you didn't have to remind me about that, Chris.
Paul George hitting the side of the backboard on the corner 3.
Yikes.
I remember that. I was like, "Yikers!"
I ain't gonna lie. I think I
Ruh-roh.
probably almost threw my controller at
You
my
almost pulled a
TV.
Cash Nasty and punched your laptop.
Yeah, almost did.
Yeah.
But let's continue to talk about some dominant teams with the Thunder. This is a question for like future for the Thunder, right? Since they're so dominant starting off with this young core, what do you think? What do you think they're gonna be in 5 years from now?
I think you can't. I don't think the core is the same in 5 years.
Okay.
You're gonna have to eventually, because it's like it hits a point with like I'm gonna compare a little bit of hockey in here. You're like a really star-studded team in hockey, right? Like you look like the Florida Panthers. I know no one is a big hockey person, but
Yeah.
dominant team all around. Still have their draft picks. I mean, they just traded their first-round pick, and they have a minor league, a prospect pool. So those prospects that are sitting there to help with your bright future serve no purpose right now. Similar to like baseball. So you trade them. The Thunder are in that same boat where you're so good at such a young age with so many assets and a great head coach. This core's going to be different. You have all these assets to go after a Giannis, a KD, hypothetically, if they go. I mean, that'd be insane. You had the chance to go after somebody.
Yeah.
Because if you go after a guy like Giannis, you're going to have to lose Lou Dort. You're going to have to lose Hartenstein. You may part. I don't know if you part with J-Dub. I'm not going to say you might have to. Maybe the other J-Dub, the backup center J-Dub, and a guy like Isaiah Joe, and like 4 or 5 draft picks. And you still have Giannis, Chet, Caruso, Shea, all these guys, and you still have other picks. Eventually, you're going to have to. Presti has to make a move because you're going to keep drafting these guys. What happens?
Yeah.
You start to pile up, and I don't know. You can find bench guys. But, like, I don't know.
With the core they got right now, so how many final appearances you think they'll be able to make? Because honestly, I don't think there's any team that's going to be stopping them this year.
I think they go this year. Next year could be different.
Yeah.
The only thing I think that's a challenge for them to get there is if KD goes to, like, Houston and Houston figures their shit out. Maybe. Because they were a 2 seed. So it's like maybe. The Spurs. No, not the Spurs. Jesus. The Warriors getting older. The Grizzlies have a lot to figure out. The Clippers are kind of on the wrong side of the scale. The Lakers will have question marks. There's nobody really touching them right now.
Yeah.
I would give them the next 3 years they make the finals.
Okay.
But I'm curious. I want to see Sam Presti make a big move very soon. Very soon.
Yeah, I think he needs to go for a superstar.
Honestly, the thing is, I don't know if he needs to at the moment. Because you're winning with this core. But I think you have the absolute highest privilege with everything you have in front of you to do that.
Yeah, I feel like it'll become a problem when the young stars, when they want their contracts. Like Chet wants a supermax.
Yeah.
Both of the Jalen's, they gonna want some money,
Yeah.
And I feel like that's when they'll probably pull the trigger on something like that, so they could push the new money. Because I know in 3 years from now, the average is gonna
skyrocket.
Yeah. So you rather get in Giannis, who's on that lower scale, probably between like the 20 and 10 for like contracts and stuff. But
projected as of right now, Oklahoma City is projected to have 2 first-round picks.
Isn't one of them a lottery? Or no?
Well, they would get the 15th pick from Miami if it's 1 through 14, they don't get it. But
Okay.
if it's below, then
Yeah, but they're not getting 15. Yeah, they're not getting
No.
lottery. Okay.
and then they also have the pick from the Clippers,
Okay.
and then the Clippers have their pick.
Oh, I have a swap.
So
Yeah,
the
just a
swap.
swap.
So think about that. If they didn't have that swap, the Thunder would have 3 first-round picks.
No, they
Yeah.
would still have 2.
No, I'm just saying, like, if they didn't have that pick swap with LA at the 30th pick as of right now,
Like the thing about
yeah.
it with picks
then
is
they would have 3.
the draft is totally different from the NBA and the NFL. Like you can hold on harder draft picks for the NFL. NBA, if you have those picks just sitting there, it's just wasting. You know, so it's like you might as well pull the trigger on something,
Yep.
get something in return. But let's do some MLB questions, man. You want to roll it off, Chris?
Now you go first, Mr. No Baseball.
You're right, Mr. No Baseball. Let me continue. Yeah, facts. So first question. Which teams have been one of the biggest surprises or disappointments so far?
God damn it. This is really funny to me. There's a lot of answers for surprise. I mean, the Tigers have the second best record in baseball. They
Okay.
made the playoffs, a nice little Cinderella run. Javi Baez batting at 313. Shout out, I still love Javi Baez. Batting at 313, a little resurgence out of him. I don't want to call him a surprise, but I think for the record, they're surprised. I think a surprise is the Oakland Athletics. They're 20-18.
Okay.
Positive record. They're playing in a 9,000 max capacity Sacramento
In
Stadium.
the minor league stadium.
Dude, and they don't have, like, shout out Lawrence Butler. Jacob Wilson has been a contact hitter for them over the time.
Shea
And Brent
Langoliers.
Rooker.
Shea Langoliers.
Shea Legoliers should be coming up. They have, there's another guy. Fuck. They brought up Nick Kurtz, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They have Andujar.
They got some guys. That's to be a fun team for a little bit. I think that's my biggest surprises. Disappointments. I mean, I have a couple answers, I think, but I think the one I want to talk about the most is the fact that the Colorado Rockies are 6-28. They are statistically
Actually, 6-31.
oh my fuck. They are statistically worse than the last year's White Sox. Statistically and all around the worst team. And they play at Coors Field. Or is that still Coors Field?
Yeah,
they
Coors
play
Field.
at a advantage stadium and they can have zero contact going on.
The funniest thing is the White Sox do have a better record than
What are they? Fucking like 11-30?
the White Sox are 10-28.
Okay. So it's like the Rockies are bad. They are much worse than last year's White Sox team.
Okay.
They're supposed to be bad, not historically textbook bad. Just not. So that's my biggest disappointment for them.
How about you, Chris? What's one of your disappointments in?
Please pick another team. I'll smack the shit out of you.
Surprise?
Yeah, who's your biggest surprise?
New York Mets.
Go New York, go New York.
No. Not the big. They're not
No?
the biggest surprise.
No? Oh, okay. All right, man. So you were expecting them to be good?
Everyone did.
Yeah, but
Biggest
yeah.
surprise. I would have to say Seattle. Like, they're playing decent ball right now, but there's always a trend with them. They start off good, and then they fall apart.
They're intriguing, though, because Cal Riley's
having a fucking year.
Fucking second in AL,
fucking
third
big dumper.
MVP voting. And, Julio's not playing the best baseball I've seen out of him. He's batting at 212.
Randy's doing decent. Polanco's having a resurgence year.
Yeah. So,
I don't think their pitching is,
Luis Castillo's been good. He's been
Yeah.
good this year.
but my biggest disappointment.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't bring this up. I'm gonna go with the Baltimore Orioles.
Yeah, I forgot about them.
This
Why is
team
that?
because last year this team was, and obviously this team is different from last year because they lost Corbin Burns, a big part of their pitching rotation. But even with that, last year they were 91-71. Like it would, like the whole entire year in the AL East, it was between them and the Yankees. The whole entire year, like who was gonna get it? The Yankees or them? They were fighting it out. But this year, they played 36 games and they're 13-23. And they got all this young talent. They got Cedric Mullins, Adley Rutschman, Jackson Holliday, Ryan Mountcastle, Ramon Urias, Jordan Westberg. Who else do they fucking have? Their pitching, They got Grayson Rodriguez, a prospect who hasn't been doing the best.
He's hurt.
Yeah, and then they got an old-ass Charlie Morton who they thought would replace Corbin Burns. Nope. Who else did they have on this team that I forgot? Shit. They got Zach Lefflin, who's also hurt. Kyle Gibson, who isn't the same anymore. Stop it.
It's so funny because I hear it in my head.
Yeah, that's why I think you were laughing.
And then they got Gunnar Henderson coming off in the injury. Colton Cowser's hurt.
Okay.
Tyler O'Neal's hurt. Like, their whole team is fucking hurt right now.
There you go.
Let's talk about the opposing team in New York, the Yankees. Aaron Judge, gone crazy. Another historical season offensively. Break down these numbers for me, Eddie, because I don't understand it. They just look like numbers to me. Yeah.
Oh, that's mad funny. All right, well, how many home runs does he have? We don't have that on here. 10? Oh, he does. We do. He does.
Well,
have
this
10.
might not be accurate.
Is this older?
Yeah, it's probably, I think.
Hold on, I got it.
Pull it up. Pull up the updated,
I got the
stats. But yeah,
He has.
Yeah, what's up?
Aaron Judge currently
it,
right
yeah.
now, he's batting .400. He has 12 home runs and 34 RBIs.
Okay.
He's got a slugging percentage of .750. His OPS is over 1,200. And then he's got a .491 on base percentage.
Break those numbers down to me, Eddie, because those just sound like numbers to me. Honestly,
I'm gonna be really honest with you. The OPS is something that I still to this day is so hard to understand.
Yeah.
It's a number that, well, obviously batting average is simple enough where it's like, all right,
is it like the quarterback rating shit when it's like over 150, whatever, some
batting,
shit like that?
No. It's
Okay.
more. I think it's more similar to completion percentage. Because it's
Okay.
like, all right, how many times you drop back and throw the ball? How many passing attempts can you complete out of your actual attempts?
Okay.
Batting average is how many times can you hit the ball up when you're up.
All right.
So what does he have again? What's his batting average?
400.
Okay, so let's say he has 100 appearances at the moment.
Yeah, he has about 40 of them or so, right?
40. He hit the ball 40 times, which is unethical in this part of the right now.
Yes.
Anything above, I guess a 3 is still really good. Anything above like a 270 is like it's really good.
Yeah.
So 27% of the time is tough as shit. What's his OPS?
OPS is 1241.
So I'm looking. So I have to get this up real quick. So OPS is an on base percentage, which on base percentage is a mixture of hits and walks. How many times you get on base and then any which way.
That's like nearly 50 right now.
Where's
He's
he
at
at?
49.1.
So he's not getting that many walks then technically. If his batting average is a 413,
He's walked 23 times.
all right. So he hasn't walked as much. So that's a mixture. So OPS adds that on base percentage plus his slugging percentage, which I guess technically, how would you really explain slugging percentage?
I'm guessing like when you swinging at the ball.
Make contact or something?
I don't know much about slugging percentage either, but all I know is
So
his
many
slugging
numbers.
percentage is a 750.
Okay.
Which is pretty fucking good. So you combine his on base percentage with his slugging percentage. His OPS is what, like a 1 point.
1.241.
So yeah, you add that together. So realistically, in just analytics, he's fucking smacking the ball which way.
Yeah.
And whether it's out of the park in any which way, and that's it. And he's not getting on base with walks wise too. I know last night he went 0 for 5 with 3 strikeouts. Well, I'll hold the cameras there. Or 4 strikeouts. That was one of the
and
two.
dropped the ball in right field.
He did drop the ball too. But
World Series
still, regardless, this is
World
something
Series
that
flashbacks.
as Mets fans, we have to admire.
Yes.
It's history shit. I sit here, I love the history, like actual history. But this is textbook shit that our kids are gonna read about when they want to learn sports.
Like,
Do you
just
think he'll beat his MVP season a couple years ago?
You're gonna.
The 62.
What's he on pace for?
I don't think it tells us.
No, tell me how many home runs and what's their record. I'll tell you right now.
Wait, what's their record?
Guess it. Give me his record and give me how many home runs he has. Do
Do
a little math.
he has 12 home runs,
Okay.
and their record is. Let me pull this up real quick. 21-16.
Just played 37 games. Oh my god! So every 3 games hitting a home run. So you do them. Hold on. I'm gonna be a little bit of a nerd for a second. Hold on. So is it 36?
Fuck off.
Nerd.
Nerd.
I'm dead, bro.
So he's technically on. Oh, I fucking hold on. I'm sorry. 37. So it's 4.37. So you times that. He's 12.
Yes. So 48.
He's on pace for about 52, 53 home runs.
Christ.
Yeah.
52,
What's the record for the season? What is it?
73.
Barry.
73.
Barry.
Cheater.
It's the Hall of Famer. Don't give a fuck. He's a Hall of
No,
Famer.
I agree, but it's the.
He's a Hall of Famer. Steroids makes a difference. Not that much of a difference. He's still a ridiculous hitter.
And since we're talking about the New York team, let's talk about the New York Mets.
Chris, take the floor, dude. At this point, I guess. Let him fucking rant. He's a fucking typical New Yorker.
Let's get the
New Yorker.
Let's get the update from Chris with the New York Mets. What's the update, bro? Because you watch them religiously every other day whenever they're playing or so.
Listen, I know what everyone's gonna say. The main topic that everyone is going to talk about with the New York Mets is Juan Soto. We all know that's a fucking fact. That's what everyone does. They shit whenever Juan Soto does bad. No, you can jump in.
Go ahead, brother. Continue, bro.
But dude,
CC, sorry.
But you notice every time he does shit, all they do is they talk crap about him. Yeah. Talk about like, oh, he doesn't deserve his money. He should have never got paid. When I'm going to say this right into the fucking camera, Yankee fans, if you had him this year and he was doing this, and if we were fucking making fun of you, y'all would fucking do the same thing as us. You'd be like this, oh, he's got 162 games. He's still got time. Wait for it. He'll take time. That's why he can't stand Yankee fans. They're annoying. And, like, you got to give him credit. Like, obviously, he's not having the best start. Like, but, like, everyone thinks that he's supposed to fucking hit a home run every at-bat. He's not. He's not just like one of the best hitters. He also knows how to draw a lot of walks.
That is very true.
Like, and one thing, and he's drawn a lot of walks so far this year too.
I did want to hit on one thing about the Mets though, because I know everyone's eyes are on Juan, they're on Lindor, they're on Pete. Because right now, if the season ended, Pete's MVP in the NL. I'll put it out there.
Who's this? Because I know six man is not a thing in the MLB. Who's the six man of the other Mets right now? Like, who do you think is a six man? Like, just off the bench carrying. Like, that's a random question, but yeah, who's a six man? If you put in comparisons.
If we're talking about Marte,
well, he's your DH.
Well, he doesn't really play every
day.
If
like this is a hot topic, like if Acuna was an everyday second baseman, I'd say him. You know what my answer is, and this is Mets fans gonna be like, "What the fuck are you saying?" It's Tyrone Taylor. That's my six man. I don't fucking care. His bat's not great, but his fucking fielding is one of the best in the fucking in the league.
I feel like that his performance this year is starting to also question, like, why did we make the Jose Siri trade?
No, I don't mind. I don't mind it. I don't mind the Jose. Look, you know how much flexibility is in the outfield now? You have Juan and right, Nimmo can go left center. He's also now hurt.
And McNeil can now play in the outfield too.
McNeil can play in left. Fuck him, by the way. He can play in left. He's also hurt too. McNeil. Fuck McNeil. I've had enough of him. So I know, but Siri's hurt too. So Tyrone Taylor stepped in for an injured Siri. Can play in the outfield. Is an elite outfielder, as you can see, has an elite arm, and his bat has gotten better every game. To me, that's I am. If anyone disses Tyrone Taylor, fucking say it to my face. I don't care. I will go to war. Him and Vientos will never do anything wrong.
He was the only good part of that Milwaukee Brewers trade that we made.
And we also have him for 4 years for no money. He's literally due no money.
But like,
you know who I want to hit on?
Who?
Griffin Canning.
You know what? I'm sorry to cut you off.
Fuck you.
I told Aaron this the other day. David Stearns is known for finding pitchers who could have a bad year one year, and then
you did tell me that, yeah, with the pitchers.
Like, their culture for Mets pitchers is insane. Yeah. Last year, and I'm going to pull up the stats for everyone.
I'm glad that you brought that up, because the question right here is how have the New York Mets transformed their pitching staff into the league's best?
I got the stats right here. Griffin Canning last year, he started 31 games. He had a 6-13 record with a 5.19 ERA last year. When you hear that, awful.
Really bad.
This year, after losing his first game in Houston, he's won 5 straight, and he's got an ERA of 2.5. And, like, he's not the only one. Last year, Sean Manaea had a breakout year. Mm-hmm. Luis Severino broke out after many... Well, he had a good year with the Yankees. Then injuries came. He got killed with them. The Yankees didn't want him. The Mets brought him back. He had a great year, which led to him getting the highest paid contract in Oakland Athletics history, which is like $60 million, which is fucking sad. But the Mets developed these pitchers, and like last year before he got hurt, Daniel Nunez, out of nowhere, nobody knew who this fucking guy was.
I think you should shout out Jeremy Hefner. I used to shout
No, Jeremy Hefner, like, he needs a contract for life as the Mets pitching goes. You cannot get... And I remember many years ago, they wanted him gone.
I was one of those people. Yeah,
I didn't
I
want.
was.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I was too.
And so for like the Mets, isn't like the pitching like one of their
Dude,
worst?
Going into this season, everyone's like, all right, the Mets may put up 10 runs, but they're going to give up 10 runs. Like, on paper, pitching was not a strong suit at all for them.
Okay.
It was not, because their ace, which is Kodai Senga, which right now should be in the running for Cy Young, his stats are unbelievable. He was coming off he had 2 injuries last year. He was coming off a really bad, he had one, I forgot, he had a bunch of injuries, but one of them was a calf strain, and the other one had something on his arm, right?
No, the first one was his arm in spring training.
Yeah.
And then he came back.
I was at that fucking game. He came back. I thought he blew his Achilles out, and it's actually a calf strain.
No, yeah, he came back against, I think, Colorado. He was going for a pop fly. He tripped on the mound, and every Mets fan was freaking out because the last time they saw him,
It wasn't Colorado.
Huh?
It was against Atlanta.
Atlanta.
That was at City Field.
Okay,
He
I
went,
knew
it was for a pop fly as he went off his knee.
I knew it
went
was
the wrong
against a
way.
National League team. But yeah, the way that looked, and Mets fans freaked the fuck out because the last time they saw a Mets pitcher on the mound get hurt with his leg was Edwin Diaz in the World Baseball Classic. So when they saw that,
I remember that. Yeah.
everyone was like, shit, he tore his fucking Achilles. Like, it looked like he tore his Achilles, but then he came back in the playoffs. He wasn't ready. I'll admit it. He had some good games. Like the Philly game, he did okay. He gave up one run.
He only pitched for 1 inning, I thought.
Yeah, he pitched 1 inning and only gave up a leadoff home run to
Schwarber.
Schwarber.
After that was it. Yeah.
But then, he wasn't ready. They rushed him to. But no, this year, he's currently 3rd in the league in ERA. He has a 1.16 ERA. And actually, I think it was MLB Network that came with it today. They came out with the top 10 pitchers. And I'm pretty sure Senga wasn't even fucking in it, which I think is really disrespectful.
That's fine. Let him
Because
rank.
currently, right now, he's got a 4-2 record and a 1.16 ERA.
So that's my point. That's my point, though. He came off an injury last year. Hefner got him good this year. They bring him Anaya, guy who's been a foregone conclusion. Brought him in last year. Great year. Gets war with the contract. This year, you're bringing Griffin Canning. Same thing went over. Clay Holmes. You didn't get the Clay Holmes. Clay Holmes reliever with the Yankees. He was a reliever out of the bullpen. They turned him into a starter here, putting up fantastic numbers.
Let me get his.
Frankie Montas, we'll see. Guy who battles injuries. He's injured right now. We'll see. Even the bullpen, Nunez, Budo, Brazabont's having a fantastic year.
Brazabont's having a great year.
It's just, I don't know. I can't even give you the science behind what Hefner's doing. I don't know if it's a confidence thing. I don't know if they changed up the form. I know Manaea, they changed up the form. I don't know what it is. The only guy they haven't yet to work on is Diaz, but that's because I think of his injury. Other than that,
and I know it's still early on in the baseball season.
And don't forget, they also have Kranick too.
Yeah.
They also Stanek at the beginning of the year.
He's fine. He's good. He'll be all right.
But yeah, Clay Holmes right now too. 7 games started, 4-1 record with a 2.95 ERA.
Yeah, for a reliever.
And that's what that was their one big question about signing Clay Holmes because they were like, there were some people that said I guarantee you he's not going to last more than 3 games. He's going to be a reliever by 30 games in, and now look at him. He's one of the best players. He's one of the best pitchers on the team.
Yeah.
I know we probably be wrapping up soon, but my last question honestly is about the Mets when they hit July. Do you guys think they're still going to be one of the top 3 teams? I think
my worst worries were how they start off because last year they started 0-5.
Yeah.
Through end of May, around this time, end of May, Memorial Day, they were 24-35.
They had no chance.
They were 11 games. It was bad. It was guys in the locker room fighting. There was questions about the new manager hire. And they started off this year in the first 10 games, good, but their hitting was bad. And I was like, all right, this isn't
good.
That's the only thing. I'm like, this isn't sustainable. Their bats have heated up, and their pitching is still hot to where it's like, okay. The only thing I'm worried about is the injuries because McNeil's hurt, Nimbo's hurt, Danny Young's getting Cy Young, Tommy John, what a fucking moron I am. Minter's out for the year. So I don't have any doubts about. I think this team's way too talented to have any sort of crumble, and I think they're more of a team that starts off slow and then gets hot.
Where do you think they'll be placing seeding wise? In the National League, correct?
Correct. Yeah. By when? In terms of
in July, because I know in July they have their weird downfall.
Well, I have to say this because I have a cup of coffee in the line, but they'll be best in the whole MLB. Shout out.
Currently right now they're number 1 in the East.
Okay. In the NL East, number 1. They're number 2 in the NL, and they're what are they? 3rd in the whole MLB, 4th in MLB. Fourth.
Overall, they're fourth.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
They're
for
just behind.
baseball, man. It's
And
just-
this is just your
think about it,
$700 man. It just hasn't been performing. You're still
Yeah.
fourth best team in the league.
And think about it, they're only a game and a half behind the Dodgers for number one.
Okay.
So they're literally right. And also, I get it. Juan Soto hasn't been the best, but let me just pull up these stats from his last 7 games. Over his last 7 games, he's batting .346, 4 homers, 5 RBIs, 6 walks, 8 runs. And just the other day,
What do you compare that in NBA terms? Because I don't get that. Like, give me a stretch of a player that's going like Joker during the NBA season, just going putting up numbers like that. What do you think?
What's his numbers again?
Yeah,
346, 4 home runs, 5 RBIs, 6 walks, 8 runs.
yeah. NBA terms or NFL terms.
God, I can't really do NFL.
Okay.
Well, I could maybe.
Because those just are numbers to me, bro.
I'll say
Okay.
who's the equivalent to Juan? Juan's a top player. Got a ton of money.
KD.
No, I don't want to say KD. I want to use a guy that has like
Oh, shit. Tell them.
he got a lot of money after having a big year.
Oh.
What about Tatum?
No, I got one.
Who?
You're gonna hate this fucking. I'm not comparing the player. I'm just comparing the situation. Look at Dak.
Dak. Okay,
Goes to a big market,
Okay,
hot
okay,
money.
okay.
His last 5 games puts up
Okay.
1,350 passing yards. So he's averaging a little less 300 passing yards a game. 16 touchdowns and 3 interceptions.
Okay.
In the last 5 games.
That's all right, man. That's an understandable comparison.
In the last, like I said, last 5 because you're averaging about 280 a game, a little over 3 touchdowns, and a half an interception.
Nah, that's crazy. I can't wait though for the baseball in July, man.
But
That's
like
how I know
this
it's going
team
to get
isn't
hot.
like their hitting stats aren't like that bad. Like if you look like the top 5 in their order, like Lindor.
So where do you got them at though? Going in July.
I guarantee you by July they'll probably be the number 1 team in baseball.
Yo, I love
He
the
didn't place. He didn't place a bet though. Cup of coffee. I wanted more than I wanted more than a cup of
Some
coffee.
coffee.
All I'm gonna say is this: the Yankees are not gonna beat us one time. I'm calling it.
That's a record.
Yo, that's very.
We did it to them last. We did it to them last year. We're gonna do it again, and I guarantee. Honestly, you know, we have the best ERA in baseball with Mania being hurt.
You guys hear this? This is a Met fan talking.
Dude,
Biasness.
But you can't. Even you gotta admit they're doing good without their star pitcher.
They're doing good without their star player.
Like even without Soto, think about it. Imagine what the Mets record would be right now if Juan Soto was having a career year.
Yeah.
We'd probably have like less than 10 losses right now.
Probably 25-8. Who blow drying their hair? That's all I hear the last 10 minutes. Like, yo,
that shit kind of distracted me the last like 30 seconds. I'm
I think
dead.
that's my computer about to explode.
But yeah,
nah, that's unhealthy, dude.
I can't wait though for baseball in July, and we got NBA playoffs in the second round right now. Oh man, it's been crazy for sports, and then they got the trade with the Cowboys. That was so unexpected.
The NFL will be boring for a little bit. NHL
Yeah.
playoffs are around. I know we don't talk that much
I think
hockey.
we in the
but-
Stanley Cup right now for NHL playoffs.
and
yeah,
the
something like that.
NHL playoffs is the best playoffs.
I actually, like 2 weeks ago, I seen the crazy big fight with the teams piling on the ice. I forgot what team it was.
I think it was
That's right.
Winnipeg and St. Louis.
You know what I'm talking. I seen it on Instagram.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think it was St. Louis and Winnipeg.
Yeah, they piled on the
Only
court and just
team
started
that's
fighting.
named the fucking Jets know how to win a playoff game.
Also, the best record in the entire league this year.
Yeah,
They won
but
the
seen
fucking.
that for the
They won the
fucking
President's Trophy, dog.
Never seen that from the New York fucking Jets.
you guys got any closing remarks before we head out?
I stand by what I wrote on that whiteboard before.
Yo.
The second
How
option.
about you, Chris?
Not only did we, this is a big month for the Mets because not only do we play the Yankees,
Yeah.
right after we play them, we play you motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, the Dodgers. We actually, I'm gonna save my money to go to that game because I want to see Shohei and Tani.
You're gonna get your
and-
ass kicked in Citi
I want to
Field.
see Otani and the others. You know what I mean? So it's gonna
I'm
be fun.
telling you, you're gonna get your ass kicked at Citi Field.
Yo, Otani's gonna. Does he hit or does he?
He hits. He can't pitch right now.
He ain't pitching right now.
Oh, okay. I want to see him pitch, bro. That'd be fun. I never seen him before.
He's-
Oh, Tommy John.
Yeah.
Shut up. Every time you do an injury remark, we're gonna get
wait.
fucked. Shut the fuck up. He did it fucking.
Erase me boop.
You did it.
Erase me
You
boop.
piece of shit. He did it with. Did what you do with Stanton?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I
then
did,
Lindor
and
got
if-
hurt?
No,
No.
and then Francisco
Bro.
Alvarez got hurt.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Alvarez is back. We're chilling.
Well, we're prime time sports and we're back. This is about to be very exciting, especially I'm about to be forced to watch baseball heavily.
You should have been watching baseball since it started.
I watch it casually throughout the week. You know, I watch
Fake
the
Dodger.
Dodgers a little bit. I watch the Yankees a little bit. Maybe the Mets.
Let's see if you're a real. What's their hitting celebration? The Dodgers.
You just asked a question. You know, damn well
on,
I
we
don't know
know
the
it.
answer to, bro. I don't.
You know what it is.
No, I don't.
No, not you. I know.
I really don't know what it is. The Dodgers hitting celebration?
I don't know.
I don't. Fuck that. I don't care about ours. I like our celebration.
Ours is simple.
Big dongs.
But yeah, no, it's Primetime Sports. Yo, make sure you guys follow us on Instagram at Primetime Sports Ace. Again, Primetime Sports Ace, and as well as on TikTok with the same user, Primetime Sports Ace. Make sure you and make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Don't not growl in the mic like that. I hear you very loudly.
I didn't growl. I laughed.
It sound like a growl. But make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel at World of Sports
your
Network.
whiteboard.
Make sure you like. Make sure you drop a comment. Make sure you check us out on Spotify and Apple Music. I will be uploading that this week. Yes, indeed. This going to the.
Are we on Apple Podcast yet?
I just said that I'm gonna be
Open your fucking ears.
Yeah, listen, Linda, listen.
You some fucking.
You call me Linda?
Listen,
No,
Linda.
off camera, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. You're walking home. Fuck you. Catch the bus.
Listen, but yeah, we're on Spotify at Primetime Sports. Again, Primetime Sports. We will be on Apple Podcasts. I will be getting that uploaded because we have a lot of content that we talked about over the past few months. But it's Primetime Sports, and I'm Aaron.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Eddie.
Peace.
Deuces.